hot today. What video go through yet? It did. Cool. Alright, let me start getting what I need here. You. Sure. What's up, Maxie? How you living? 100 degrees out right now. Oh, getting close to it. But at least the heat is keeping all the people out of the park. Oh, I can do my thing here. Hello, hello. What's up, everybody? Started carrying rice with me. I ended up in a tough spot food-wise. I got a good couple cups of rice. I'm not doing rice today. No rice-a-roni. Yo, what's up, Dylan? Welcome in, homie. Thank you again yesterday for the PayPal and the pain in the ass to go through it. Appreciate the effort and struggle. But here's your cooking lab you wanted, man. See what I'm making? Got a video out. Folks that get in here early, I'll go over it right quick. I hope I got enough fuel for this. I'm running a little bit low. I should have went to the store and grabbed some, but I didn't want to Uber today. I wanted to just walk. But we got some Kerrygold, garlic, herb, and butter. We got a little potato, nothing crazy, a little potato. We got half a pound of, what is this? Beef strips, stir fry. We got some pre-cut onions. I'm gonna worry about cutting anything up and wasting half an onion like I usually do. Some bacon wrap jalapenos. Yeah, Chico's been nice, man. Chico's been nice. I'm fucking famous in Chico. You know, like, dude, I've only been here for 20 hours, not even. I've been recognized like 10 times. Hey, you do TikToks or something, don't you? Yeah, what's up? Oh, hey, what's going on? I've watched a bunch of your videos. Hey, what's up? I think this should work. Right spot here. We got a little food with Troy action. Yeah, it's a lot of food. I haven't been eating much lately, so I decided to overindulge a little bit. I think I'm going to need the other tripod. This should work just fine. We have a puff, and then we'll start cooking up. I'll start with the potato. Then start with the onions, potato, then the meat, then dump that in the bowl and do the jalapenos separate. Or maybe I'll just do it all together if I got room in the pan. Oh, looking skinny. I lost a lot of weight this year, man. Last year and a half. Lost a shit ton of weight. A long, healthy road. That's the only way I can keep, weight off is if I actually, make it a lifestyle. Change it a little bit by degrees, slowly and surely. But I still got that muscle though, baby. That's all that matters. You know what I mean? That's all. As long as I can carry my shit around, we good, baby. We good. Just outside the city. How are you? Chico. Goddamn wind. Goddamn wind. messing up my bad habits and shit. Oh, man. Yeah, I got a night to chill last night. I don't plan on putting too many miles in today. It's about 100 right now. It's going to get a little bit warmer, so I got that going on for my entire time here. I'm trying to get out of here. I don't know if a train's going to hit. On the tracks, I'm like, they probably don't stop here often, sparingly a bit. So maybe I'll hitchhike, get me a little Amtrak. It's only 57 for an Amtrak. Try to get to Dunsmuir, get there for the train museum yearly thing going on over there. Yo, what up, Caribou? Magalia? I think that sounds kind of familiar. What's up, Bob? Yeah, I've only been through this way. I never really hung out this way. But a nice train ride yesterday, man. Yeah, back the train in the morning, got off by the evening. Went and checked in a motel, took a shower, trimmed the fucking beard out finally. I think it was getting way too bushy. I didn't get new beard clippers. I just used the charge I had on the ones that were there. So I'm hoping I'll grab a new set maybe this week. Some point right up near a Walmart or something. Yeah, I'm going north. It's 100 degrees here too, man. We got a lot in common. A lot drier here than North Carolina, though. It's not as bad in the shade. It's always like 10, 15 degrees cooler. Where it's southeast, it's usually like 5 degrees because the air is hot. Yeah, it's like a bunch of train riders and people that run the museum and shit like that, and fans go up there. So hopefully I can make it this weekend. But we'll see. Hitchhiking is kind of so hot. I don't know if it'd be worth even trying. Try to bag a train on my damn track. I don't know. I got a million ways to get there. I got to figure out which one I'm going to commit to. But right now, I just want to get a whole bunch of fucking protein in my system because I haven't eaten all that much. Just fucking whatever I can fit in my bucket. Protein bars and fuck if I haven't eaten. Protein bars, protein shakes, and bananas. And I dieted for like 5 days. I did get Jack in the Box yesterday though. It was nice, Nice unhealthy grilled chicken sandwich. I guess the sandwich wasn't too unhealthy, but I got the fries and the drink though with it. Indiana, not sure, homie. Might be soon, might be not. It all depends what happens when I get east out of here. Yeah, it's a heat wave up in Oregon too. You have a filter on? No, I don't do any filters or anything like that. Just some good lighting, shade. For people that go live and do videos, use filters, like whatever, do what makes you happy, do what makes you feel confident, but I'd rather see people be confident without that shit, not need it. The fucking people's eyelashes hanging out, like through their hair. Hell yeah, man, remind me to see me out that way, homie. It'll be a while. What up, Queen Diva? How you living? Waiting for the sun. Hell yeah, congratulations. Congratulations on getting some sun. Okay, then I caught up. How you doing? I'm doing all right, Crystal. How you doing? Shelter. I don't need shelter or anything like that. Dr. J. Harvey. I don't take people up on offers to go back to their places and shit like that. You know what I mean? I do appreciate the offer, but if I'm in the area, you want to grab a cup of coffee, I'll try to squeeze it in for sure. Living good. Hell yeah, homie. Coming through Vacaville? I'm not sure where that is. What state's that in? You're fine. Hi, Crystal. Love to hear it. What's up, Meredith? Oh. Welcome, man. Welcome, man. Do some cooking here in a second. Just kind of trying to cool off. Just walked for like an hour. And it's not, I don't know, it's pretty dry. It's not humid, but still it's hot in the sun. I'm wearing all black like a moron. What's up, Sue? Good to see you as always. Art by Francisco. What's up, homie? Oh, Sue, by the way, you're it. Bam. Bam. Oh, bam. Yeah, I got a little gazebo here in the park I'm hanging out at. And then I'm pretty dehydrated. I've been fixing that. You can tell the eyes getting a little red. Explains why I didn't pee yet today. But yeah, I found this park to hang out in. Hopefully no one comes up and bothers me. Where am I at? Right there, Chico, California. Yeah, Sue, you're it. Sorry. I got tagged yesterday. I think I got tagged yesterday by TikToks. It was yesterday, the day before. I forget, all my days blend together. Yeah, I'm start doing some cooking here. Really excited for the fucking bacon wrapped jalapenos. $7 for 7 of them. Fucking feast up. Wait till the hottest part of the day and start moving again. But I feel like it's so hot. No one's gonna be coming to the park today. know, it's on a Thursday day, you know, before he gets out of work, so I think I'll be all right. Hopefully. I'm going up north for a bit and then heading east. What's up, Andrew? How you doing today? Oh, hey, Joel. Crystal with the Heart Me. Our Heart Me's looking very diva. I think you guys can change the appearance of the Heart Me. I don't know how it all works. I think you guys can actually change the appearance yourself. What up, Blissful? Good to see you too. It's nice to be live and not be in any kind of duress. You know, like, oh, it's fucking hot. Oh, I got caught. I fucking got kicked out of the train yard. Oh, I just got off the train. I'm just like, I'm just gonna cook some food in the park. What's up, Helen? Where am I at now? Bam, right there on the screen on my head. Chico, California. I jumped off my train. Jumped on a freight train yesterday morning. Got off here last night. Yesterday evening. And then I got in a motel like 7, so I can try to get up to Dunsmere in time to check out what's called Train Days, Black Butte Railroad Community, something like that. So I hope I can check it out. Oh, you give the Heart Me a new look. Is that a screaming Heart Me? Hell yeah, Helen. You know. Yeah, anything over 95, my Yankee ass is like, I don't like this, you know, but anything shy of that, I'm okay. Yeah, I'm not built for the heat. What's up, Elizabeth? Hope you're doing well, homie. It's already been 2 weeks since we did the last premiere for the Red Play Button app. I'm like, where the fuck does the time go? You know, between like heat stroke and train hopping, I'm like, fuck, where does the time go? I thought that was last week. Guess I'll work on my next video. Fucking Christ. I am looking forward when I take that break. I'll be able to take some more time to do some editing and catch up a little bit. I'm like 2.5 months behind. If not, I'm probably like 3 months behind, I think now, between the Red Play Button long form stuff and, you know, what I'm doing in real time. It's gonna be an awful summer. Yeah, fuck it. I meant that for myself. I'm like, yeah, whatever, I'll just deal with it, you know, but so oppressive already. But at least I'm getting a little further north. Once I get up to the high desert for a bit, what the fuck was that? Get to the high desert for a bit, it'll be a little bit more chill. Caribou, thank you, homie. Mr. Holtz. Yeah. Go AC to AC, you know what I mean? AC car to AC house to AC work to AC car, you know. Do all your fun stuff right at the end of the day. You know, outside stuff, do it right at the end. The sun's going down. Hopefully it won't be too oppressive. Oh, Caribou with the level up sparks, thank you. I'm going north. Trying to get to Portland if I can within a reasonable time frame. And then head out east from there. I was considering going east out of Roseville, where it's just at, but I ended up not. There's a lot more trains going to Roseville. I'm going to like Utah, Nevada to Utah, and then going the way I was going. You know, it's like, fuck, I should just grab a fucking eastbound. So I'm just heading back to Boston now. Give me like 2 months. I'm like, yeah, no, whatever. The thing is, I didn't want to lose. I didn't want to lose to the train yard. You know, didn't want it to beat me, the bastard. And it didn't. I made it. It took me 3 days. And that butter's good. Got that Kerrygold. Alright, let me cut this potato up. What you got now? That should be good right there. A little bit. Cut the potato up. Do it on top of something so I'm not getting all over the table. Maybe not do that. I'm gonna cut my finger off. That butter down. AC train. Well, I'm going north, so I won't see too much of the desert until I hit like North Dakota, and that's all high desert. That's not bad at all. Yeah, I'm eating like a pig today, man. I haven't eaten a lot for a while, so I'm gonna go a little nuts with it. Melt all that butter down. What's up, Paula? Good to see you. Like always, there's a good 50% chance I'm going to knock this all on top of me. So be prepared for that mentally. AC? Oh, you mean the refrigerated units? There's refrigerated boxcars and there's refrigerated shipping containers. I call them reefers. And they're the boxcar, I think. Travel bougie? Nah. Not me, baby. I like to do things the hard way because I'm a glutton for punishment, you know? It's weird, it's in the bedroom, I'm the other way. Yo, what up, find them? Hope you're doing well. Ones are personals? You mean the engine? DPU, distributed power unit, locomotive? The ones that drive the train? Saying I still try to check out when I get off here, homie. To mirror with the Go Popular, thank you. Plug this phone in a bit, but it's going to overheat immediately. Let me charge my other phone over here. So I can leapfrog them if I got them. I thought it's nice part to cook some food in. I haven't had a really big meal in a long time, so looking forward to this, man. Not too many people are here on the park on a 100-degree day, so it's perfect. Night shifter, thank you, homie. What's up, Monty? How the travels treat you, man? Protein. I got some steak. I got some jalapeno wrapped bacon. Bacon wrapped jalapeno peppers stuffed with cream cheese. But if you want to see everything all laid out, check my last video, which I showed it off. Thank you, Leslie. Yeah, that was a fun one to make. You know, it felt right, I should say. You know, it just felt right to do it that way. Hot and humid. At least I got just hot here. At least on the humid part. Fuck, man, I don't envy you. You know, you go in the shade, it's just as hot. You gotta do all your shit. Fucking super early in the morning, or super late at night. Pretty much just shade dogging when it gets past noon, you know. Oh, fuck, butter in my face. Lady Bird with the Anywhere Choice, thank you. Got all that butter soaked in here. The potatoes. Put some garlic salt in there too. I can't have too much garlic. A little pepper. A little cayenne. A little paprika. A lot of paprika. Get some taters going. Throw some onions here in a second. Let these cook up a little though first. We're gonna have gas for all this. It's gonna suck if I gotta stop halfway through cooking. I run out of fucking gas. Boy, spill everything. It all stayed in the pan, fortunately. And I didn't burn my face. That could have been a lot worse. Every time I cook, there is a 20% chance with these top-heavy stoves and my natural ability to be extremely clumsy that I knock the pan over onto myself. So be mentally prepared for that. I'm gonna let these go for a little while longer. Still onions all over the place. I don't want to make a mess here. I got these chopped onions we're gonna throw in next. And then we'll put the meat on once all that's cooked up. Ready to go. Put the meat in for 10 minutes or so. Almost a viral clip, right? Burnt beard face off. I'm trying to get out of here like tonight and tomorrow, to be honest with you. I'm trying to get up to Dunsmuir. I'd like to check out more at Chico. I just got to get north. But if I get stuck here, if I'm in town on Monday, the motel I stay at wants me to take photos of the motel on Monday. So I'm sure I can get some free nights out of the room or some bucks out of that. So if I get stuck here, we got things to do. Plenty of stuff in town to check out. Is this like, oh, that's why. One of the little arms are down. There we go. That should be way more stable now. Yeah, there we go. Yo, what's up, homie? Who that? Mama K, what's up? I'm doing well. Got some food up here. Make a feast for myself. And, figure out what I'm doing. Yeah, it smells good too. Should you come join me? No, I'm not accepting visitors. I got a room last night. I'm camping out tonight. Oh, if you need to take a pic. Let's see what else she said. I missed the first part here, Ladybird. Any chance you'd visit a cemetery? I got photos of cemeteries already. Some of my best ones are probably in Villisca. So I got a whole video on it. I cut all the live stream from it. But Villisca was a horrible incident happened in like 1912, if I remember correctly. A family was unalived by someone with an axe. The entire family, kids and all, even the 2 children that were visiting the town, the family friends, they were not spared in the situation. No one knows who really did it. There's all these speculations. I even have my own speculations. But that graveyard got some beautiful photos. It's fall time, so it's all the trees are all red and orange and yellow. And it was at the sunset. You can see that. I actually have the background for my computer, the wallpaper for my computer, where it's got like, butter got me again. It's got the top of the gravestone actually reflects the red light from the sunset. It's really fucking beautiful. But I'll send it to you if you want it. You just have it. Anyone looking for the photos I'm working on recently? I got them all up on my. I got them all up on my Patreon. It's all free. They're paid for the paid tiers and all that, but it's all free for the photos itself. Put the onion in. What am I cooking? A whole bunch of stuff. Some beef, some potato, some butter, some bacon, jalapeno stuff. If you want to see it all in a greater explanation, check out my last video. It goes into everything I'm cooking today. But I'm chefing up right now. What up, Vidal? I'm going to switch to the spoon here. Add some regular salt. Pull some of that moisture out of the onions so they don't overcook. Just a little bit of salt on onion. A lot of veggies. It brings the moisture to the front. It brings the moisture to the outside. So it won't overcook. It won't make it crispy. It'll just brown them instead. You still get that moisture to them. Get it nice and soft rather than getting all hard on the outside. Ow. I haven't cooked with butter in a long time. I put it right next to my face like a dummy. I've been doing this for a long time, Jay Nicole. You know what I mean? Like, I know everything I need for everything at this point. But you'll still catch me fucking some shit up. I mean, I've burned quite a few potatoes in the last year. And a lot of people making fun of me for it. And to see the whole dish. Well, I can't put my face in and the dish in at the same time. Ooh, it's just potatoes and onion right now. If you want to see everything I'm cooking, check my last video. Pulled out all the ingredients just so I wouldn't have to constantly keep saying it on the live and bore people with tears that have heard it 20 times over. But I think I was going to put, I got some steak over here though, some red meat. I'm just going to throw it in the pan with all this once it starts getting really cooked down. What up, Cali? Life's going good, man. Hope you'll be doing well yourself. Oh yeah, Vidal, got some here. It's for you. Nom 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 nom. Some cooking left. I'm ready for the meat just yet. Gotta keep stirring it because like this pan with the camp stove like that, it like the heat is so centered in the middle. If I don't stir it for more than like a minute, it'll stick and start overcooking whatever's there. Stick to it and start overcooking. But it tastes real good already with just the butter and a little bit of seasoning I put on there. This was a gold potato. Like a gold potato. Just cut it up small. Donna with the go popular, I think. Let it sit for a second though. Oh, it's specific. Fire Diasberry. Let me look it up. Ooh. Butter on the phone. This phone's probably caked in it too. Hungry, can get some. Eat. Oh, you said, oh, you're with a friend. Okay, I've done that before for people. Yeah, I'll look at where it's at and all that, and we'll try to figure something out for sure. I'll check it after this live here. I don't know, about 6 times. It was one. It was in I was in Rapid City, South Dakota, and then I hitchhiked out to Gillette. No, I hitchhiked to Buffalo, Wyoming, and I realized I forgot. Someone asked me like a week before to, go to a memorial for a lost loved one, and this check on it to take a photo. And I was like, all right, I got you. I'm already here. And then I fucking forgot. Hitchhiked out. Saw them in the live, and I was like, fuck. All right, I'm heading back. Heading back right now. Right, I'm gonna go back tomorrow. I'm on the way. It was getting kind of late. Someone in the live was like, hey, I live there in Rapid City. I'll just go for you. I'm like, oh, fuck, thank you, brother. Yeah, thank you so much. Saved me a whole day to a week of hitchhiking there and back. I know what the big boy is. Oh, I never seen. I've been close to that thing fucking multiple times, but I ain't never seen it. It eludes me. Too good for me, Yo, what up, Chef Pioneer? Chico's been nice, man. The vibe here is cool. It kind of leaves you alone, I think I'm the most famous here than I've ever been anywhere else. 3 people today, 2 yesterday. Like, hey, the guy from TikTok, my neighbor at the motel followed me. Hey, what's up? No way, you're not really him. Oh my god. What's up, man? How you doing? Sitting there in my PJs. Working on a video. Steven. Piece de resistance, jalapeno wrap, bacon wrapped jalapeno peppers stuffed with cream cheese. I'm ecstatic for that. I'm really excited for that. Yeah, a little potato and onion action, more poached and buttered than anything. You got the Kerrygold garlic and herb butter. Put some more seasoning on it, but not much. But even just licking the spoon, oh, so good, so good. Nice meal to kind of rebuild the fucking muscle damage I've done. Just walking around, fucking hopping in and out of the train yard and then hopping on trains and shit. I got a decent amount of protein to fix all that, I usually need about 125 grams a day. If I can get 100 between meat and protein shakes, if I can get 100, I'm all right. If I can get to 150 to 160 or plus, I'm putting on some muscle. But 125 seems to be like the sweet spot. But if I can get to 100, I'm maintaining pretty well. I'll notice the difference after a week of that though. But those really physically demanding weeks, it's nice just to load up. Get some protein in my life. Train hunt forever, that'd be cool. But I don't think I'm gonna live forever, homie. You know what I mean? At some point, we all reach that game over screen in the sky. Yeah, man. No matter what, always be in decent shape doing this stuff. You know, I gained a lot of weight about a year and a half ago. I was pretty hefty, but still strong as fuck though. I still carrying all this shit around. Hell, I had more shit back then. You know, 125 pounds a year, and now I'm down to about 95. Yeah, smelling good too, man. Smelling good. Be safe. You too, homie. You don't be too safe. Most fun things in life are unsafe to do. You know. Got some starch, potato, got some onion, got some red meats to throw in here. Let's start softening up a bit. Getting there. Go to meat in probably another 5 minutes or so. And stuffed jalapeno, bacon wrapped jalapeno, stuffed with cream cheese. And I gotta keep stirring because of the heat so centralized on these pans, on these little stoves here. So right here is so hot compared to everything else. Like if you take a piece of meat, put it on here, and just let it cook, you would have a very well done middle, but all the edges would be like super rare. I'm camping out tonight. I did a motel last night. I'm trying to get some miles out of here, but it's so hot too. I'm trying to not get in another heat stroke situation. So we'll see how it all works out. Maybe an Amtrak up north, but I try to avoid doing Amtraks. No, I don't use the jet boil. The jet boils don't really have a temperature adjustment thing, so they're great for boiling water, making oatmeal and shit like that, or making coffee, whatever, pasta. But they're not great for like cooking meat if you want to like, or like veggies and stuff like that, unless you're steaming them in water. You know, oh yeah, it seems like a heat wave across the whole U.S. Becky with the Go Popular, thank you, homie. But yeah, the jet boil is really good. They're fantastic. You can save a lot of gas if you just cook fucking water. But for anything else, like pan cooking on those things is almost impossible. You can't regulate the temperature. I'm sure they have some versions where you can, but I haven't seen any. So I just get this one's actually Real Call Rosie. I gave me this one. The Walmart special. Oh, thank you, Marie. Appreciate you sharing that to the Discord. I'm trying to think of a joke to throw at you, Marie. I got nothing. It's nice to see you. So yeah, let me say something weird. I don't think I have the energy right now. This is getting there now. Oh, Marie's great, yeah. Yeah, trauma bond. Which shoestring but missing. But Marie Nicole really kept me sane during that time. Really helped me out, figure out what the fuck to do. I didn't know what was going on. I just went live and started talking about missing persons. I didn't know what any idea I was doing. And the think tank of social media came to my aid. Marie Nicole fucking leading the charge. Yeah, it's like 100 out today. You know, it's being 104. It's 101 here. Chico's good. I've only been here for less than a day. Coming up in 24 hours soon, though. What time is it? Yeah. I've been here for like 18, 19 hours. I like the vibe, and kind of just leaves you alone. Where am I at? Right there on the screen, homie. Alright. Get some of that fucking meat in here, huh? Beef strips. Beef strips for a stir fry, it says. I'll throw a little bit of seasoning on this before I toss it in, though. Salt, a little pepper. Cayenne on everything. There we go. I'll put a little bit more butter in the end. They still have the piece de resistance, jalapeno wrapped bacon. That's what they got to fuel for everything. I don't want to Uber today. You know, I only wanted to save the money, so I didn't Uber to like Walmart. I could have got groceries and another fuel cylinder, but I was like, you know what, man, I'll just risk it. God, your Giant's amazing. Yes, well, this isn't the same exact wok. I actually left that pan there with my trash, like a fucking douche nozzle. But yeah, it was like especially out in the desert where the javelinas are and shit. I put my food scraps in the pan. I didn't clean it that night because it caught a hefty buzz. So I put my pan in the food scraps, probably about 200 feet away from me, with the idea of picking it up in the morning. So I packed it up in the morning and just walked off. And it wasn't until I hitchhiked into San Bernardino, I was like, I'm gonna go grocery store, I got something to cook. I'm like, wait a second, where's my fucking pan? Fuck. I didn't have one for a long time after that. I got this one like 3 weeks ago. Something like that. Back to cooking again. Bring the food budget down. This is like 15 bucks this whole meal, which isn't bad. But I'm trying to spend like less than 10 when I'm doing cooking. Stay away from like fast food and quick stuff. The other thing is like, okay, I want to go to the grocery store. I got to go walk an hour to the grocery store, and then I got to go find a camp for half an hour to an hour, you know, and then start cooking it up, and then I got to clean everything up. It's almost a whole day endeavor just to fucking get something to cook. So I kind of got away from it for a while, and I was just fucking grabbing quick stuff and fast food, and that's not good for you. Marie with the Anywhere Troys. Thank you. You're overpaying for your entertainment, Marie. Katie, thank you for the Anywhere Troys as well. There's not going to be any leftovers here, Don. I'm eating all this shit. I haven't had a hot meal in days. I got some Jack in the Box yesterday. I was in the motel. I was like fucking starving. Came off that train and fucking been at it for a week or whatever. So I did grab me a chicken sandwich, grilled chicken sandwich from Jack in the Box last night. And a whole bunch of healthy fries. Giant healthy soda. But I'm still eating the shit out of all of this. I need the starch, the energy, I need the protein to heal up. All the muscles I fucking tore up while traveling on that train. I'm getting ready to get on one. So I lost my wet wipes. Fuck man, I need those for this. I'm gonna clean my shit. Yo, what's up, rookie? What's up, homie? Yo, what's up, random nonsense? I was telling Chico I got here yesterday. Those onions from drying out on the side of the pan as much as I can. Sear more, hey, me cook any way you want to cook, man. Knock yourself out. You know, I don't need backseat drivers here. Trying to get the Dunsmuir by the weekend. Tomorrow is Saturday, but we'll see what happens. The fucking heat's oppressive, so I'm definitely not going to be putting in 4 or 5 hours of walking every day. It'd be like more like two to three. So I was hitchhiking. I mean, I can't hitchhike in this fucking heat. That'd be stupid. And I was thinking grabbing a train. I'm not sure if they even stop here. So we'll see how it all works out. And, you know, small ass fork. It's a camp fork. So this all combines together. The spoon, the fork, and all that. The only thing that sucks with this one, the screw's a little bit loose. So like I can't, it just flops all around. It's kind of a pain. But yeah, it all packs up in this little pouch and then you're good to go. I used to carry plastic ones. You buy them for like $1. They got heavier duty plastic, but I'd be cooking with them and they start melting and stuff like that. I'm like, alright, we can't use these. This is just for eating with, not for cooking. Whatever works, right? Cute little pouch, right? You gonna share that? Yeah, come on over, Kathy. I got you, homie. Especially you. Come on over. Quick little drive across the country. I think the I-80 should do you good. Oh, butter on my pants. Oh, you had it next swimming? No, I'm cooking. Yo, what up, Tina? Hot in the flames of hell today. Yeah, I feel like I'm sitting in Satan's armpit. Oh, yeah, Katie, thank you for your kind words. Don't forget to stir it, add garlic. Don't put too much salt in. Okay. Stir it. Like this? Stirring? Maybe gotta stir it though. These pans, they have a really, this stove. It's right in the middle, right? That's where all the heat is. It's not dispersed very well at all. And then the pan, if it's a cast iron, it would disperse the heat a lot better. But it's not. It's a fucking block that I can't block. The handle collapses over, so it's easy to pack. And this is what I use. But it fits way more food than a small cast iron. If I'm carrying a cast iron, it's still going to weigh more than this pan. Sometimes I'll carry an 8-inch cast iron with the size of my hand. And I got to cook everything one at a time. There's no putting everything in at once. It's a pain in the ass. But everything heats up. So I think if I had one big piece of meat here, the middle would be well done, where the outside is still almost raw. Especially when the wind's hitting. I got a little bit of wind here, but it's not too bad. But I've gone to cook and then got like crazy winds, and I have to like pull everything out of my bucket, put the stove in my bucket, and cook like that, just so I can block the wind enough to get some heat to cook my food. Fun times, highly recommend it. Yeah, that's why I usually get the small cast iron, but it's still, it's small. But it is nice to be able to cook a piece of meat and not have to constantly keep fucking moving it and stuff. So it is what it is. Make do with what you got out here. It's nice to have stuff, period. What up, Forge? Jenny, what's up, Jenny? Hope you're doing well. Thank you for the Anywhere Troys. What is that? Team, you trying to get a scholarship out here with the Thor's hammer, Viking hammer? God damn, man. Tina, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Again, keep in mind, folks, all gifts and donations go to Hard Candy and Poor Decisions. I do want to thank everybody for watching. Dylan, thank you for the PayPal yesterday. The note saying for the next cooking live. I'm like, all right, let's do it. I want to cook a bunch of food up anyway. Yeah, thank you, Tina. Jenny with the 50 Anywhere Troys, thank you. Tina again, thank you for the Thor's hammer. He's a very good man. I'm all right. You know what I mean? I'm very, very much neutral. Not good, not evil, just neutral. But people on the internet are so shitty. It makes me look like I'm fucking a good person. You know what I mean? Plus, I don't trust anyone that says they're a good person. I don't trust anyone that says they're not a liar. I don't trust anyone who's happy all the time. Like, no matter what, they're always happy. I don't trust anyone that's nice all the time. I don't trust them motherfuckers. You never had a bad day in your life? The fuck out of here. Getting there now, man. Getting there now. Potatoes are going to be a little undercooked, but it's okay. I'm going to low in fuel. Agreed, right? Come back for dinner. Come on over. Come on over. I got plenty of food here. I didn't even cook up the fucking bacon-wrapped jalapenos and cream cheese yet. I hope I got enough fuel for that. I might not. We'll see what happens. See what I'm working with here. We might be good. I think we're good. I think we're good. It does double up as a bib. Yeah, this thing is a gas mask. I needed it on the last train because everything on the fucking train car was spitting up. It was getting in my eyes, and my nose, and my mouth. So I just pulled my hat down real low to keep it out of my eyes, and then put this up. So it wasn't so bad. My nose still hurts from all the metal shavings going in my nose on the train. That is what it is. If you're in a long tunnel, you put water on it, put it over your face. Probably a placebo effect, but it's supposed to keep the carbon monoxide from really, really fucking with you. From all the diesel exhaust in the tunnel. Also acts as a rag in the bib. Something to hold on to when people foolishly invite me over to their bedroom, you know what I mean? Something to grab onto. we talking about? What up, Jake? How many miles I get? I'm not sure, Jake. Roseville to Chico, probably only 80. I'd say about 80. It's a slow train, and it kept stopping and shit. But I would have stayed on it, but I ran out of water. I ran out of tobacco. I was like trying to Ironman through it. I was like, dude, it's fucking 90 something. I'm sitting in the sun. There's hardly any shade on that ride. There's no roof at all, you know. So I ended up jumping off, calling it a day. What up, Lene? How you living? This is almost done now, so I get all the red out of the meat. I'm gonna fucking eat the shit out of this shit. Didn't burn the onions too bad either. Should have waited for the onions. Should put the meat and the onions in together. But it's still gonna be very edible. Not only edible, but delicious as well. Oh yeah, I'm excited for this one, Brady. I'm excited for this one. Starch. The starch will give me the energy I need. The meat will give me the protein to heal up these beat up ass muscles I got right now. Oh yeah, baby, this is fucking great. I'm just gonna watch out, trying to get yoked out to it, you know. Let this train stay in the yard so long. It all depends. They can be getting recategorized and sent out. They can be just being stored there. Sometimes you'll see it be sitting there for like a year. It's just an auxiliary track, auxiliary yard. They could be waiting to be fixed. They could be damaged depending on the yard. Crew could have ran out of time. They could be waiting to get a new one on if it's out of the siding on auxiliary track, a small yard somewhere. They don't really usually build anymore at all. I just stay to chill today. I don't have excitement for 1 week. I'm gonna go and get moving by tomorrow. Figure out what I'm doing. Figure out an actual game plan after I eat. I'm a great cook. I mean, I can put food in a pan and eat it. You know what I mean? And cook it up and eat it. Oh, sun's out, buns out, baby. What's up, Dylan? I got one more stop in Cali. Dunsmuir and Blackbeard. Same area. I'm gonna call it one stop. And then I'm in Oregon after that. And just taking all the heat from the pan. Is this done? Let me see. Voila. Doesn't look done. That's pretty dumb. The wind is taking half my spices. Whole bunch of pepper. Whole bunch of pepper. I'm gonna put cayenne in there. Get a little stuck because it's getting so hot out. That's pretty good too. Oh, I got rice right here. I'm carrying like a couple cups of rice, a cup or two of rice on me. But I got the potato. I don't need rice with the potato. You know, that's fine. I got enough starch with this with that one potato. I also got jalapeno, bacon wrapped jalapenos, stuffed with cream cheese to cook right after this. But with the fishing, like I carry so much stuff. Like all my gear is survival gear and recording, streaming gear. You know, photography gear, and that leaves me at about 95 pounds of dry weight. So I don't have room for extracurricular stuff. You know, maybe it's like once every month or two, I'll bump into a spot. Unless I'm in the desert, I'll bump into a spot that's like, oh, it'd be awesome to fish here. But if I don't use something every week, I just don't carry it anymore because I need to not kill myself out here. You know what I mean? Shit gets heavy after a while. Yeah, it's done. It's done. Let this cool off for a second. I don't want to ruin the table here. Throw that in the bowl and start cooking up some jalapenos at the same time. Yeah, I haven't had these in a long time, man. Last time I grabbed these, I was dating someone in Arkansas, and I ended up, it was like our favorite thing to throw in the oven real quick. The taters done, done as them, not done as they're gonna be. Let's see. They're hot all the way through. They don't have any taste of the raw. They're a little crunchy. Could let them go for a little while longer, but again, I'm running out of fuel too. I got enough for the jalapenos, I think. But the end result, folks, steakums. Beautiful. Oh. Owls in the daytime. For people that hate that sound, I apologize, but I gotta do what I gotta do. Video on the phone. That'll work. Let me eat some of this, or all of it. Try to be fine, folks. Need more cowbell. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's one good thing about the California heat. It's over 100 degrees right now, from my understanding. But I'm sitting in the shade, so it's not nearly as bad. It's like 85. Very tolerable. The sun's brutal, you know, but it dries you out quick. This thing was not humid. You get dried out real quick, get dehydrated way quicker. But at least where it's humid, like if you end up going to the shade, it's like 5 degrees cooler, man. You know, still sweltering. No, I'm just gonna eat it all like this. Oh, they're finally out of Roseville. Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna eat it like this. It's fine. Yeah, they're done. Just, you know, like they're done. Just have a little bit of crunch to them, you know. If they were still raw in the middle or something like that, I would probably toss it back in. Took a big old bite out of a potato, a raw potato, on live a couple years back. I started an argument in the chat, right? And I didn't like it. It was like yelling at each other about a potato. And it happened so quick, too, because like I'm holding the potato, I'm about to cook it. I was like, can you eat raw potato? Like, do we cook it just for flavor, or can you eat the raw potato? And people immediately started arguing in the chat about it. Yeah, no, you're wrong. I'm like, fuck this. So I took a bite out of it. Chewed it up and swallowed it. And then I looked it up. You can eat raw potato. Just not a lot of it. You can't go nuts with it. Look at that. Look at that. I always leave the skin on. I never peel the potatoes. Even mashed potatoes, I'm like, give me the skin. It's fun. I think it started off as a laziness thing in my younger years. Now it's just a staple of my cooking. I never peel a potato. I'm trying to think of a certain way I would cook them where I peel them. Can't think of anything. Oh yeah, they taste way better. Way better if you cook them. Yeah, I mean, it's good. A little earthy tone to them. Oh, when I bit it raw, maybe? Okay. Yo, what up, Token? How you living, homie? Oh, we used to eat raw meat. We still can. Still can eat raw meat. You know, the old leader of one of the train crews out here, he passed away, unfortunately. I went to his memorial and shit in New Orleans. He was cool with me, but He didn't do social media, so I don't name drop. I don't talk about cruises on here really, so whatever. But he would just go eat raw meat. He wouldn't season it, wouldn't do anything. He would just get a steak and eat it raw. So at the memorial, they were handing around raw steak, and I said no, I'm good. You know, it wasn't the raw aspect as much. Like I was like, you know, but it was more the fact that like all these travelers with dirty ass hands were handing this around, barehanded and eating it, and I'm like, dude, like, I know for a fact that guy is twacked out right now. He's probably been picking his butt for an hour. And then grab that meat. Like, I'm not trying to get with some weird poop particle. Fucking digestive system. All right, man. So you put those two things together. I was like, nah, I'm good. Don't laugh, Don. You only support my insanity. I'll switch to the spoon here. It's cut up so small. I eat fast, sorry guys. Well, I'm not sorry. I eat fast. That's why you don't want to cook for hours. If I'm cooking for somebody, I'm all about that. You know, I'll go to the nines. If I'm cooking for myself, I want it to be like 15, 20 minutes and eat. This is why I eat so fast, you know. There you go, Don. Drinking hot coffee. Yeah, Rob. I'm gonna get some caffeine, I think, of myself. After this live here, after I'm done cooking. Oh, it feels so good. Get a nice fucking hot meal in my belly. You know? And an abundance of it. Oh, so good. Welcome in, Tom Roberts. What's up, man? Yo, where, Brendan? How you living? There's a lot of water digesting this, and it's super hot today, so I'm gonna drink all that water I got. Drink all this. Then once I get off the live, there's a store right down the road here. Go grab whatever else I need for the day. What up, Georgia? What up, Dairy Girl? Welcome in. Your beautiful eyes. Thank you. I grew myself. Maybe I'll do tomorrow. That's smart. I should have got coffee at the store. I keep forgetting to get coffee. What up, Julie? Hell yeah, James. I can't drink this early in the day, you know. Yeah, it's pretty hot in the train, but I'm used to it. We got some shade beginning of the day, and then towards the end of the day, we got some shade. But there's a good probably 4 hours where it's in the sun. Pretty beat up like that, right? Those are 3 days like hopping in the train yard, jumping over strings, checking it out, coming back. You know, 4 hours later, go and do it again, come back. Jump on, get caught, jump off, get out of there quick. Jump on again. Over 3 days. And not having a whole bunch of access to food. There's only one store where I was at, you know. The only thing I splurged on food-wise was like a potato salad. Like $2.60. And I fucked up, I grabbed the macaroni salad instead. I'm like, oh, whatever. Not what I was hoping for, but hey, food is food. Yeah, I didn't have my first hot meal since last Sunday, I think. First hot meal was last night when I checked in the motel. I got some Jack in the Box, got a grilled chicken sandwich and shit. So this is perfect. And I got some more stuff to cook too. I'm gonna drive it home. It's all good, Doc. Nickname Hitch Dumpster, eats fast, has no cutoff. Fucking same. That's the problem, right? Hitch, fucking, you know it. It takes 20 minutes for the human brain to realize that you're full. When you eat fast, you finish eating everything in 5 or 10 minutes. And this is slower. If you guys weren't here, I'd be shoveling this in my fucking mouth right now, especially because I'm protein deficient, you know? But your brain ain't registered you're full yet, so you just keep on fucking eating. Then you regret it. You know? But, I don't know, it wasn't until I was probably like 10. My father did a stint in jail. He came out. And he was all about like eating fast all of a sudden, like we're in prison. You know, it's all about eating super fast. So instead of just like having me eat, like we had to sit down at the same time and we all had to get out at the same time. So like me sitting there eating slow would keep everyone at the table, and then we'll give you shit about it. I'm like, just get up and leave. You don't need to watch me eat. But whatever, who cares? So after many years of being conditioned to eat fast, hurry up. This has always stuck with me. Now I kind of look at it. I love eating. I look at eating for like a chore. You know, the act of eating itself. I find cooking therapeutic, but the act of eating itself feels kind of like a chore now. Damn, 20 nuggies? I did that once. Probably 10 minutes. It wasn't that quick as you did it. I did not feel good after it at all. I did that one time. You know, McDonald's had like a deal. It was like probably paying $3 and you get 20 nuggets or whatever. Box of nuggets. Some shit like that. I both got carried away. Ate the whole thing. Oh man, that was good. Someone ate all my food, dude. I was up with that. Where'd they go? Someone stole all my food. I have a quick puff. Start cooking up these jalapenos. We ain't done yet, dude. I got these 7 jalapenos. Bacon wrapped jalapenos. Leave my shit and then go on, get out of here. Jalapeno and bacon for dessert. Fucking facts. I don't need that. I'm full now. I'm good to go. I could eat that and probably eat nothing else all day and it'd be fine. But I saw those. I haven't had those in like 2 years. I'm like, I gotta make some fucking jalapenos here. Get him, Hitch, get him. Fuck that guy. What up, Luna? Anyway, man, it's Mobile Bistro. Gastro Bistro Pub. What up, dope? Hope you're doing well. I'm tired after that. I don't have much to do today. I'm just waiting out the heat. Really. Good afternoon, Luna. Anything? Hey, the social media careers make a whole career out of fucking eating food and lots of it. I want to do one of those challenges one day because I can pack away a lot of shit, a lot of food. Do like the, you know, fucking 4-pound steak challenge. Like, I think I could pull that off. Probably wouldn't feel great for a couple days after. You know, I think I can pull that off. You know, all I'd have to do is just fucking carry all my shit around for like 4 or 5 days. Eat calorie deficiency, or like a normal person's calorie intake, like 1,800, 2,000 calories, and then go there. Dude, I could house a fucking 4-pound steak. Like, no problem. Give me 2 sides with it and a drink too. Fucking. Go to the loony bin together. Did a video tag and didn't respond. He thought no one would do it. Someone else or me. Oh, British creator did a challenge anyone do within 5 hours. Oh, damn, that sucks. Going out of your way to be like, yo, I did it. They didn't even acknowledge it. Get him, Hitch, get him. Must have been 2 of them. I got the other one. Oh, man, I'm full. That's so nice. Such a nice feeling. I haven't had that feeling in a while. Oh. I'm going to eat more, too. I don't need to eat this. What am I going to do? You know what I mean? I got to do something with it. I can't let it fucking go to waste. I'm going to tell myself that I eat all of these jalapenos. What up, Marty? Yeah, that's shitty. If you're gonna challenge, if you're gonna do anything on the internet, you better follow through. You know what I mean? Like when it comes to shit like that, if you're seeking engagement from your audience to like go out and pursue something and do it, and then tag you in it, you better at least fucking hit like, leave a comment, something. Well, yeah, sorry, you suck. Save a snack for later. No, dude, it's so hot. I wouldn't trust anything out here after 2 hours of it sitting out. Bacteria usually starts growing in the dangerous temperature range after a couple hours. So you be careful of some pizza places, pizza by the slice, and some Chinese food restaurants. Because sometimes the lunch rush hits, 11, 12, 1 o'clock, and then they got that 2 slices of pizza at that gas station or that pizza shop just sitting there. I'm leaning that way. So they'll put like the pizza that's sitting there the entire time, and they'll still sell it to you. But it's been sitting there for hours, Anything over 2 hours, you got a pretty substantial chance of bacteria growing. Food safety type shit. With Chinese food restaurants, it's very common for them to reuse the same rice from the night before, that's no problem. They're making a bunch of fried rice and they reuse it. That's not a big deal as long as it's stored safely. A lot of them just leave it on the stove, put a cover over it, go out, come back, and then use that same rice and add more to it the next day, start serving it out. And that's not good. That's super dangerous, especially with this pork in it and shit like that, Or like when people leave metal utensils, like they'll have a perfectly well done kitchen. They wrap everything up. They put the coolers down, the lids down for the coolers and all that, but they leave the serving spoons in there. Like you should never have a metal instrument or utensil in food like that for an extended period of time. It's like a lightning rod for bacteria. Oh, okay, Hitch, okay. What up, Texas? Carol, what's up, homie? Welcome in. That random guy with the anywhere choice. Good afternoon, homie. What's up, Joel? Welcome in, man. Safe travels, homie. Hobo Cafe, hell yeah. 118 is no joke, I'm sure. Until you get the Reading. I'm probably not going to hit Reading if it works out. I'll be in Dunsmuir, which is still hot. It's not as hot as that. But it is what it is, man. I'm used to it. Usually every season I'll have a couple of like close calls with weather stuff, and then and there's the next season I got more close calls. But I'm still here. I'm still kicking. The world's not as scary as we're all led to believe. Oh yeah, I definitely can withstand a lot more discomfort than previously in life, Dylan. That is the one thing. Like when things are really rough, things are really going shitty, and if I don't complain, right? Like I'll bitch about stuff on here or whatever, you know what I mean? But like complaining about a situation when something's going wrong doesn't help anybody. It doesn't help me. It doesn't fix anything, Like getting off the train, I was out of water for like an hour, walking in the heat, and I'm fine. I wasn't close to heat stroke. I wasn't feeling any dizziness or anything like that. But I found myself like, oh man, fucking water. I'm like, wait, why am I bitching about it? That's not gonna help me get water. What's gonna help me get water is keeping my head up and looking around, trying to find a hose or something like that. I did find one, but it was in a farm. I'm like, I don't feel like getting fucking pew-pewed by a farmer today. Eventually I found one in a business and then my problem was solved. But I think it's important when just fucking bitching about something or whatever, I have no problem with that. But when things are going rough, I find it very important to complain to no one, including myself. You know what I mean? Just fucking get through it, and then bitch about it after the fact. That sucked. But in situations like that, it's like, oh man, I got no water, fuck. Or even when I had the heat stroke last week, it was like a week and a couple days ago. I got pretty close to heat stroke. I don't think I went full force into it. I was really drained 2 days after that. I could barely keep my head up. It was like a strain to keep my head up. It was at that low energy. But even that situation, it's like, all right, I'm not in danger right now. I'm getting closer to danger. It's like when it's really cold and I'm shivering. I'm not hypothermic. I'm getting closer to that, but I'm not in danger. I'm uncomfortable. Very okay with being uncomfortable now in my life. Like something that's life-threatening, something that's uncomfortable is drastically different, right? But also it makes me appreciate like the simple luxuries that we all have, that you guys for the most part have, unless you're a traveler in here, I'm sure. We're like air conditioning, taking a shower, doing laundry, when I'm having a fucking shit week or a shit day, and then next day is nice and relaxing, or I don't have to do much, or I'm in a motel, or even just in the shade at a park like today, it's like, fuck yeah, dude, this is nice. This is fucking nice. And I wouldn't nearly appreciate it as much if I didn't have a bad week the week before or whatever. Oh, yeah. I heard that, Marie. I had a friend tell me that not too long ago. I forget their name. Mariah? Was it Mariah Carey again hitting me up? I forget. I started with an M, though. I started to bring it up always too soon. She's strong. I don't know. You just get used to it, you know? I don't think it's a strength thing or anything, you know, a fortitude thing. You just get used to it. The human body's adaptable. That's our superpower as a species. It's just fucking adapting to things. Also at the same point, though, like when I'm coming out of the winter and it's 70 degrees out, but I've been dealing with like 20-degree nights and 40-degree days. When it hits 70, I'm sweating like a motherfucker. Like I'm gushing sweat. I can't even see. I keep stopping to wipe my eyes for the first like week. 3 or 4 days to a week, depending on how much I'm walking and how hot it gets. But then, you know, look, if you look at now, I was walking around a good chunk today, barely sweating. You know, it's almost 100 degrees today in the sun. It's barely sweating. You know, I'm just used to the heat now. To an extent. I'm still a northerner no matter what. Salmonella. I love salmon. Should get out the train for chips. Yeah, man. I don't know what the fuck that was about. I've never had like a craving for chips like that. I do think I was a sodium deficient. You know, my brain wanted some salt. You can't regulate your body temperature without sodium. You know, you drink water and it comes right out of you. Yeah, I was in Tupelo, Mississippi, birthplace of Elvis. Tupelo, Mississippi. And jumped off of a train going like 10 miles an hour, so we got a bag of chips. Then I got stuck there, and tornadoes were popping up all around town. Outside of town, I never got hit. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Well, let's get this heat really high up. Get this pan nice and hot. Was I there for a long time? Because I had the weather. No trains would stop, and I ended up having to hitchhike out. I remember that. I think I was there for 4 or 5 days at least. You're right. Yo, what up, Sharon? I'm making some bacon wrapped jalapenos. Stuffed with cream cheese. $7. Didn't need it. I'm pretty full. But boy, did I want it. And boy, am I glad I got it. Big old shout out to you guys watching the lives, watching the videos. Obviously, this is my sole source of income is social media. That's how I'm able to get gear and equipment, like the kitchen stuff to cook, and all my vices to go with it. Let's say that's hot enough. I'm not even going to test it. I'm just going to drop them all in there. Boo-yaka-cha. That heat's too high, though. Bacon wrapped jalapenos. I just cooked up some steak. Cooked up some steak. Oh, Eric, I don't give a shit about Steph and her dog. I'm sorry. And I know it seems awfully aggressive coming at you talking about it. You know what I mean? But it's become a thing on here for a while now. But I was doing a live a couple days ago, and it's like, yeah, some lady was shooting BBs at me and my friend. They got caught on the fucking train, and like crazy shit was happening. And I got to walk in the heat and like hot as shit. And I'm fucking trying to cool off in the shade here, and it's like, Steph doesn't have her dog anymore, and that's why I blocked her. That's why I blocked her over a year ago. And I'm kind of glad, because I'm sure there's some people like that's kind of like a mean thing to do, to block someone for that. But we got to see it in real time in the last like week. Where like no matter what's going on my life or what I'm doing or what I'm going through, it's like Steph has a campfire. Steph got rid of her dog. You know what I mean? It's like, I guarantee you Steph's on live right now. You go talk to her about whatever you got a problem with, or whatever you want to talk about concerning her and her platform. Um, but yeah, I don't know. It's a small group of people over there. Like, we still have a big overlap, even though we haven't interacted in well over a year. But it's a little alarming. Like, some people, the people that really hate her, the people that really love her, that's all they want to talk about. You know, the moment they wake up to the moment they go to bed, all they're doing is thinking about Steph. And again, the people that hate her, like the Reddit page over there, and the people that really love her, you know, it's a weird parasocial fucking thing that I find mind numbing and boring on my end, because I don't want to talk about Steph all fucking day. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't. Um, I remember one time I was in a police car. I was hitchhiking in Mississippi. A cop pulls up, like, "You're going to jail." I told him I was live streaming. All of a sudden, he changed his tune. He was giving me a ride out. I'm in the back of a police car live streaming during all this, and it's a whole bunch of people in the chat like, "Steph is a campfire. Steph is a campfire in Colorado." I'm like, cool. Like, I don't even know if I'm going to jail or not right now, but I'm so glad Steph has a campfire. You know? And I don't know. I've tried to block the people that were doing it just to get them away from me, just to give me some peace, and I just still never stopped. They were coming to burner accounts to do the same fucking thing, you know? So I just fucking blocked her. Like I say, I got no problem with Steph at all, you know? I never seen her do anything immoral or anything to call out or anything like that. It's just, after 2.5 years of that, got old as shit, so I just stopped, you know? And, it slowed down, like immediately it stopped. You know, maybe within the next month last year after I did it, I think I did it around like April, it stopped almost immediately because we weren't talking about each other anymore. I was like, cool. And then Steph gets rid of one of her fucking dogs because the dog's not a good fit for like her life and what she's doing. For whatever the fucking reason, I didn't even really know there was another dog in the mix, to be honest with you, because I don't keep up with anything over there. But it's like, now it's daily in the chat. Sometimes like, 15 times in 10 minutes. Steph got rid of her dog. Go talk to Steph about it. What the fuck you want me to do? You know, like, give a fuck about her or that dog. Sorry. You know, wish nothing but the best for her. You know. But yeah, 2.5 years of dealing with that shit every fucking day, dude. Every day. That was more than enough for me. And I did find a lot of peace after I distanced myself. So in the future, if one of your favorite creators is collabing or working with someone, or they're close on the internet, maybe don't talk about them all day, every day, and every single video that creator posts that isn't your favorite creator, every single live they do. You know, it is mind-numbingly boring to me. Let's not talk about other people's children. What do you mean, the dog? I don't know. We didn't mention kids at all. No, you're good, Erica. You're good. You were never like one that always did it. You know what I mean? And I'm just setting clear and healthy boundaries for myself. Protect my peace. That is all. Oh, Tom Roberts got an RV. No fucking way, dude. Are you living out of that thing yet? Like, are you like full time in that thing? You're gearing up to like go full time in the RV, right? If I understand correctly. Or did I miss a chapter? You've been doing it for 3 months now. Okay, sorry, homie. Bacon, jalapeno, stuffed with cream cheese. I just had some steak and some other shit. Took my last video to see everything I cooked, but this is the last little piece de resistance accoutrement. Bacon wrapped jalapeno stuff with bacon. It's sunny out? It is sunny out. Good point, Boat Snacks. Hell yeah, Faye. Just cooking. Really just dodging heat today. Tomorrow I got tonight, when it cools off, I'll figure it out. Do I go get Miles and try to get to this train museum up in Dunsmuir? Or do I just wait the heat out? Do I just Amtrak up there? And I don't got to worry about as much heat. Just be a little bit cooler up there, not a huge amount of noticeably. favorite food. Your pans are hot. Oh. Broken up on calories. Hell yeah, man. What? Sorry. You got a burner account and you're saying some backhanded shit and you're trying to disguise it as not backhanded shit, it's not going to take you long to figure it out. You know what I mean? If you're on a burner account, be on your best behavior. Letting you know now. I think at this stage in my life, in this stage of my social media fucking presence, whatever you want to call this, I'm just done with bullshit. You know what I mean? I'm done with the weird shit. I'm done with the bullshit. I ain't got the fucking time. You know what I mean? Like, the shit I gotta do out here, the lifestyle I've adopted for myself, like, it's so fucking physically demanding and dangerous, and you never know what's gonna happen, and things go wrong, they go wrong in, like, the quickest, most aggressive ways, and life-threatening ways. And I do it all with a smile on my face. You know what I mean? Like, ain't fucking no one doing this shit like me. You know, ain't no one doing this shit like me. Any fucking social media person, any traveler, ain't no one doing it like me. You know, for better or worse. So I just don't give a fuck about all this other shit anymore. You know, all the weird shit, all the drama shit. You know, all the creators that, like, you know, traveling creators, I use that term loosely. You can take all their following and viewership, put it all together, and still want to equal mine, trying to get my attention in a negative way. Just, you know, I have no fucking time for that shit. For people just being weird in the fucking comments and shit. I'd rather have 4 people in here and enjoy my time going live than have 1,000 fucking just see weird shit all day, every day, you know? So, color me self-centered, color me crass, but this is the year of protecting my fucking peace and my happiness. You know? I do wish, from the bottom of my heart, I wish I had the time to give a fuck about someone getting rid of a dog. But I don't have the time. I don't give a fuck about someone getting rid of a dog. You know? I give no fucks about it. I don't, you know? That's probably the most important thing that happened to you this month. But I've had BB shot on me. I called 911 for a girl yesterday because she was having a fucking psychotic episode, probably related to the illicit substances. I helped on a freight train. The day before that, I got kicked off a freight train. The BB lady was the day before that. Plus, we're walking around this blistering California fucking sun every day. You know, with like no access to really, like, you know, a decent amount of food. Just like gas stations, all I had for like 4 days to operate out of. I'm trying to eat healthy at the gas station, which is always tough. You know, in the middle of all that's like so-and-so's talking shit about you. Well, fuck them. Who cares? You know? This other creator got rid of one of their dogs. Who fucking cares? You know? Like, obviously a lot of people do. Hey, fucking knock yourself out. I personally don't give a shit. I don't care who's talking shit about me. I don't care who's putting dogs up for adoption or not. You know, I'm just trying to survive, man. It's fucking hard out here, brother. I make it look good. I do it with a smile on my face, man. But this shit ain't fucking easy. This shit was easy. Every social media creator would be out here fucking doing this shit to get fucking views. You know, every fucking one. So excuse me if I just don't give a fuck. You know, I guess sorry that I'm not sorry. This is all falling apart on me too. Hitch, I will fist fight you. I will fucking fist fight you. There you go. You make a whole post about that. Anyway, man, threatened is moderated with physical violence. Cool person? Nah, not today. It's too hot. Trying to go to Oregon next. Fucking bitch. Bad. Nice little park here. Ain't no one here. It's so fucking hot out. You know, I'm the only dumbass outside. Uh-oh. Yeah, Lucas, I'm trying to get to Oregon. I got one more stop in Cali. If I can make it in time to Dunsmuir, Black Butte. I got a train museum up there doing an event I want to go check out. And then if I hit that, I'll go to Oregon right after. So we'll see how it all works out. This heat's kind of fucking it all up. Jadis, who? No, I know Washington this time. I'm trying to hit Portland and then head east. But no matter where I'm at the end of June, I'm going east. Immediately going east. So my mom will be back by end of July, early August, and I don't want to let her down. No plans for Texas, but I do love me some Texas. Yeah, the only plans I got is just moving across the country back to Boston. I'll probably take like a month and a half off the road, chill out, gain some weight, and then get back to it. I'm not even sure where I'm going after Boston yet. Yeah, bacon wrapped jalapeno stuffed with cream cheese. They're all falling apart on me though, so I think it's just going to be more of a stir fry here in a moment. Just a little more heat. And I love this bacon grease. Not yet. In about a month, I'll be Boston bound. No Texas this year. Maybe later in the year, maybe the winter. I'm not sure. This winter I did Colorado, New Mexico, Arizona, California. So maybe I'll do the East Coast and the Central. I haven't done East Coast in a while. And it's dip down the East Coast, and then head out west from there. Hit Texas, go north or something. Again, I have no idea what I'm actually doing. I'm just kind of talking. We shall see. I might go back to Baton just to fucking see if I can beat a Jake, to be honest with you. Face too close to pan. So worried about face being burned with bacon. Again, I do think this is going to turn into a jalapeno cream cheese bacon stir fry here in a moment. The freeze your ass off tour. That's every winter. Every damn winter. Part of the adventure, right? Hot New Mexico now, sure. I don't know how you live in that barren wasteland. New Mexico is beautiful, but I've been fucked over by both the heat and the cold in the same exact place before. You know what I mean? You gotta keep your head on a swivel out there for weather shit. Hottest of the hot, cuddles of the cold. Let's turn this one over. Yeah. Goes to the mountains. That's where I messed up. That's where I did wrong. Do I enjoy dealing with all the seasons? Yeah, pros and cons to every season. You got longer days in the summer. I get the sun on my skin, so I'm always in a higher, a better mood in the summer. I'm getting sun on my skin, shit like that. But winter, I don't deal with bugs. I could always add more layers on if it's too cold. But extreme heat or extreme cold just sucks no matter what. Anything over 95, I'm like, oh, just get through the day. But anything under 30 during the day and under 20 at night, it's like, man, it sucks. And it's like, hey, one thing goes wrong, I'm just not on Earth anymore. Nice knowing you. But I like the challenge of it in general, just to see what I can put myself through and get out of it. I don't go out seeking like bad weather and shit like that. I just fucking end up wherever I'm at and shit gets fucked up sometimes. Oh, hello, Bubba. What's up, Dylan? I've been at it now. Shit, almost 4 years. No, sorry, almost 5 years. Yeah, it's been since 2021. August 2021. Quads are all stiff. Just from fucking climbing up the ladders on the trains for fucking 4 days. Coming back down, climbing over, jumping over and shit. Yep, going into that stir fry mode now. Yo, what's up, big hearted? I'm doing alright. You feel cover it? Yeah, I'll go grab my kitchen. I think I got all the pan covers in my pantry. Carry an entire 19-piece cookware set with me. around the country. What up, Renata? Just cut him up at this point. Yeah, the pan's gonna do what it wants to do. Cover with my hat. That's a great idea. I like that idea. Is that fish? No, jalapeno. Jalapeno, bacon, cream cheese. They're better in the oven, you know, but I saw them. I couldn't turn them up. The chubby kid in me could not be deterred from the jalapenos. Some of them are still ish, put together ish. Some of them. Oh, a little raw bacon won't hurt. I can't wait to see your cooking lines, man. Probably only see a couple of them before you're in the hospital. Sunflower, thank you for the Go Populars. Yeah, it all tastes the same anyway, you know. Earth. Yeah, it's calling my name. Calling my name for sure. Add some water with the bacon grease. Yeah, that's a great idea. What kind of fish? The jalapeno kind? On the pork bacon kind. The pork bacon fish. I guess if you took a pig and put them in water and you swim in, that's fish. Ow. Bacon grease, the eyeball is my favorite, dude. Love that. Can you join me? Yeah, sure. Give me $5 million. You can hang out with me for 4 hours. Good morning. Happy Friday on this beautiful Thursday. It's fucking Thursday, by the way. Yeah, I wrote all class ones. On every single class one. I'm excited for this UP-NS merge. See what comes out of that. Looks good. Smells good, dude. I'm excited for it. What's up, Sunflower? My family's doing good. Yeah, they're doing good. I can't complain. I talked to them last week for a bit. I gotta call them up again. Probably tomorrow or the next day. Probably forget and do it again beginning of the week, next week. But do I need anything? Yes. I hate to ask. You know, just when I'm sitting there cooking a whole bunch of food up and shit. I always hate to ask you guys for stuff. You know, it's not the kind of platform I want to grow. But I do need to ask you something today, especially from you, Sunflower. I need you to have the best fucking weekend you ever had in your life. Bang out of work tomorrow. Bang out of work Monday too. Make a nice fucking vacay, man. It's a 4-day fucking week, 4-day weekend right there. You know, the best weekend. You got 2 options for this weekend to make me happy. What I need. You have 2 options. 1, you make some memories. Do something fucking interesting that you're gonna remember for the rest of your life. Or just relax like a motherfucker. You know, chill out and rest the brain out. Even if you don't take my advice, which I don't recommend, if you don't take my advice and you go to work on Friday and Monday, just take those 2 days, Saturday and Sunday, to do something worth remembering or just relax and rest up. Relax like a motherfucker. Hell yeah. Oh, no, not last night. Well, I might have something to drink tonight. But I didn't drink last night. I did some green stuff and chilled out. Which I'm glad, man. It's sad, man. It's a young girl, young woman. And, you know, she's tweaking out, you know. And I'm just outside puffing, talking to one of those. I got recognized. My neighbor next to me in the motel knew me from TikTok. Recognized me from TikTok. So we were just chatting, and she comes over, and whatever, you know, hey, can I get this? Hey, can I get that? Whatever, you know, she wanted my fucking seasoning to put cayenne pepper on her skin, and I'm like, whatever the fuck. You know, she get lotion from the other one, whatever. And all this chatting, and then she walks off. We watch her bag for her. Howdy, Lily. She walked off, and we were watching the bag for her, and then she came back like clearly really under the influence. Had like a psychotic break. It was with the fan cats. Concrete Man with the heart. Me, Steven with the fan cat. Kyle with the cardinal. Thank you. So yeah, clearly having a psychotic break. Was worried about, you know, unaliving. So I called 911. I came and took her to the hospital. I'm glad I wasn't drunk for all that. I don't think I could have handled it. Like, I'm just gonna go in my room and get away from this. Uh, Tonight, I think once it cools off a bit, maybe grab a sixer or some Jim Beam. Yeah, it's sad to see people going through that shit, man. Kyle with the hanging lights. Thank you, Kyle. Oh, what did I miss? I missed one. Who did the one before? See, Stephen with the 9,000 fan cast. Stephen with the, what is that? A burger and a bow tie? Fuck yeah, we fancy out here. Lily with the hat and mustache. Looks like I've never done this before. No, I've never cooked bacon jalapenos on a pan before. Steven, the glorious chef. Thank you. There's another one. I'm missing it. Oh, with the I Love TikTok Live by Kyle. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. I'm missing the gifts. Tequila's good. I like tequila. Agave's a hell of a liar, though. What they used to make tequila is agave. It's a stimulant. So you get a couple of shots of tequila in you, and you're like, wow, I feel great after those 3 or 4 shots of tequila. You know, it'd be better 3 or 4 more, and then you're schnammered. You're like, oh, went too far. The depressant of the alcohol is kicking my ass. Yeah, stir fry. It went from a cook to a stir fry real fucking quick. Tell you what now. It is nice. No one's in this park. One person's playing basketball, and that's it. It's so fucking hot out today. Bacon wrapped jalapenos with cream cheese. It turned into a stir fry, though. Real fucking quick. But it's okay. It's going to taste good no matter what. Or it's fish. Everyone's been saying it's fish. Making spaghetti. Yes, this is spaghetti. It's fish spaghetti, but instead of pasta, I used jalapenos, and instead of fish, I used bacon. You know, did I eat all my steak and potatoes? You bet your ass I did. You bet your ass I did. Oh shit! Do my fucking spoon at the phone over there. It's always good. Check this down a little bit. The grease getting a little angry, a little hungry. Kind of glad I didn't make this the main course. This is going to shit quick. The cheese is just cooking off. There's no more wrapped part of the jalapenos. It was just, well, this one's still wrapped. This one here is still wrapped. There you go. Well, it's a good thing to live by. Use that pan as a lid. I can't use the pan as a lid. It's the pan. That would mean me flipping the pan upside down and dumping all the food out. This is a plastic bowl. That's what you need. It's just a plastic bowl. I got to carry everything I own every day, so I don't have a 19-piece fucking kitchen set. You know what I mean? I have a pan and a bowl, fork and a spoon. I make it work. But yeah, you guys actually fry bacon with fucking covers on them? I don't know. Yeah. It might work. Somebody put it in the oven. It comes out really good from what I hear. Check all the bacon down to the bottom. Deconstructed jalapeno poppers. Yes, this is a avant-garde art piece at this point. Gremlin bacon? Really? Interesting. Fish spaghetti sounds good with bacon. Fuck yeah, dude. I had a bunch of people come in like, oh, what kind of fish is that? I'm like, pork. Pork. Elizabeth with the cactus shuffle. Thank you, Elizabeth. What up, G. Marie? How you living, homie? Oh, you don't cover it in the oven either. Yeah, you should use like a glass pan or something, right? It's usually what I use for these. Dang, someone in Arkansas that had a place and shit. This is a jalapeno cream cheese reduction. You too, Virginia, you too. Okay, the closest ER in case it goes south. I don't think it's gonna get that bad. Thank you, Joel. Elizabeth with the Anywhere Troys. Thank you, Elizabeth. And the Dancing Cactus earlier. I got a store over here. I'll grab some more water and whatever I need for the night. Find my camp. Just chill out, wait for it to cool off. Or just sit in the shade, wait for it to cool off, and then find camp. It's getting spicy out. It's got to be definitely near 100 now. Excuse me. Excuse me. This phone's about to run out of juice. I'm about to switch them out. I don't know how long this takes to cook. What was I doing? Weather. 98. 98 right now. By 6, it'll be 102. 102 degrees. Good luck, Will. Good luck. Really, Joel? Mosquitoes suck. They don't have a lot out here in Cali, oddly enough. Even in the humid areas. But hey, whatever. It's taking fucking forever, dude. I just want to eat this shit now. Done with this fucking jalapeno popper stir fry. But a little bit longer to cook. Get all the bacon. Yeah, a little early dinner, late lunch kind of vibe, you know? I'll grab a protein shake for later, maybe a banana and call it. I had 2 bananas today. Let me slow down with the banana addiction I have. I'll get protein shakes for trail mix for later. I'm at camp chilling out. You know the rice feels. Oh, I'm sure. Do you have any shoestring stories? Yeah, man. Shit ton. We only hung out for 10 days, man, but that dude talked all day, every day, and I was fucking locked in every time. You know, all it was travel stories and fucking train information, you know. But, I'm thinking of the best one. Well, I'm going to show you how kind he was, right? Like, who he was as a person, because, like, the social media thing never went to his head. You know, he never acted like a famous person around me, not once, you know? But, we met up. He knew who Anywhere Man was. He saw my videos. He actually signed off on my name. That's how I got the name Anywhere Man. They're trying to figure out what to call me. All the old riders are trying to figure out what to call me. And someone's like, "Oh, call him Anywhere Man." Because I used to always say that. "Hey, where you going now?" "I'm going anywhere, man." "What you had to say?" "I'm going anywhere, man." You know, and I didn't realize it was being repetitive. They started making fun of me. That became my name out here. No one calls me that. Everyone calls me Troy. That's what I tag. That's what I go by on social media, right? But usually if someone calls me Anywhere Man, I'm about to get into a fight. But he knew who Anywhere Man was. He knew I was, you know, I was big on a different platform than him, and he saw my videos, but he didn't realize that Troy on FB, I was messaging him on my FB, that I was Anywhere Man. He thought I was just some random train rider, right? So we made plans to hang out. I thought he was gonna ghost me, hit me up the next day. And he was like, "All right, you ready?" No, not even. So he asked me, "What kind of boots you got on your feet?" You know, at that point I had Merrell hiking boots, which are really nice. He was like, "All right, if you're wearing Merrells, I don't have to teach you anything out here. You know how to, you know what you're doing." I was like, "Yeah, you know, I'm been out for like 2.5 years, 3 years at that point." Like, "Yeah, you know, I'm still alive." But when he met up with me, he couldn't see or hear that well, right? So I was waiting at a gas station. We were gonna hop a train, and he showed up, and he was like, "Hey, like when you see me, just like wave a lot so I know it's you, because I can't see too well." I was like, "Yeah, no problem, man." So I just walked right over to him. "Hey, what's going on? I'm Troy." He goes, "You're the guy that makes those videos on the TikTok, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's me. Like the short ones." I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh yeah, man, I've seen you stuff." Oh, fucking grease on my face. Sorry. He's like, "Yeah, man, I've seen your stuff a lot." Oh yeah, he's just fucking chatting me up. But he started hyping me up the moment we started hanging out, man. You know, put me in one of his videos and shit like that. He was just a really good dude to me for no reason, you know. And I was hanging out with him and Jawtooth. You know, Jawtooth gave us a ride, you know, up the road with these, you know, chasing some trains down and shit. And we're in the car, you know, we're in there for like an hour and a half driving. And Jawtooth's like, "Hey, how many followers you got on TikTok?" At that time I had I think 85,000. He goes, "How long you been doing it for?" "Like 2.5 years." He's like, "Wow, that's crazy growth. Like, that's unheard of." You know? the red play button app. It takes a lot longer to get followers, right? Subscribers, whatever they call them over there. So they're like, how much money are you making over there? And I'm like, oh, TikTok pays me about $100 a month. They're like, what? How many video views you get? I'm like, about 500,000 every month. Yeah, and they're paying you how much? So they're like, you need to get off the fucking app. I'm like, yeah, everything I make is on live stream. If I'm gonna make money on TikTok, it's gonna be on live. The videos are just something I do for fun. Yeah, that's something I enjoy doing, and I hope other people enjoy as well. So they're like, we need to get you out of this. So Jawtooth put me on immediately. He made some posts on the community part of his channel, you know, talking about me and stuff. Put a picture of me up there, trying to get me some traction over there. He said, dude, you gotta switch over, you know. And I would have multiple times. I would have just focused more over there. But I don't have a month and 3/4 to wait to get paid. You know, it takes a month. Like, so anything I make June 1st, I don't see that until July 21st. You know, and I don't make that much to be able to supplement the income to try to get that up and running. So here we are. I like going live anyway. So I found my success on this app, so I am not complaining. If you guys enjoy my work, enjoy my channel, like what I'm doing, hey, there are links in the bio. These are like jalapeno poppers that fell apart when I was cooking them. So it's cream cheese, jalapenos, and bacon. Put this down before I knock it down. At least I don't have to worry about getting bacon grease on my person. Just kind of want to let them cook in that hot grease for a little while, even off the heat. Let this sit for a bit. Wipe up my mess here. No matter what I'm doing, camping, chilling, anything, I want everything to look exactly how it was when I got there, or even better. That's the idea. Chili cheese hash, I like it. Get all the grease off my fucking phone here. Chili cheese hash, I like it. Get all the grease off my fucking phone here. Take me no. That's worse. That's way worse. Just spit clean as I could not. I used a wet wipe. It made it worse. I have to clean the shit out of this phone after. Yeah, I've been to every state in the lower 48. I've been to Illinois quite a bit too. I was just in Chicago last summer. Alright, hold on guys. I gotta swap out phones anyway. Oh. No, I think I've been through there, but I've never stopped in Palestine, East Palestine. Illinois, I mean. Let me switch my phones real quick. Up in Palestine, East Palestine. Illinois, I mean. Let me switch my phones real quick. Oh, fucking bugs. Hello again. Long time no see, folks. Hello. Let me try some of this. Some bacon. Extra greasy. No, that was your mother, Ben. That was your mother. Not bad. It's really good. It looks like shit. It tastes really good. I'm going back to Boston. It's like a smoke taste to it. It's really good. I'm going back to Boston on late July. So like once July hits, no matter where I'm at, I'm heading east. And then try to get as close to Boston as I can by the beginning of July. I think I can make it all the way there if I put a hustle on. I'm not like gonna stop and chase stories and shit like that. And just get the fuck there. What up, JMD? Good to see you as always. Completely agree, Night Shifter. Did you hitch? Hell yeah. What up, Steven? I'm doing good, man. Lori, welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, the microwave bacon's not bad. Microwave bacon's not bad. Married? No, not married. Married to the game, baby. You know. But I've dated quite a few people while traveling. Just hard to make it work, and I'm attracted to the wrong kind of person. You know, like, to be honest with you, time and time again, I'm like, I probably shouldn't have been in that relationship. You know. What are you gonna do? Mostaccioli. What's up, homie? Me both. You know what are you gonna do? Oh, the Marie's your wife. Really? Wait, Marie's a girl, and Anywhere Man's a boy. Clearly, they have to be dating. That's really good. Really good. Have you ever chain hopping? Yeah, once. Hurt my ankle getting off. Some scrapes and bruises and shit is gonna happen no matter what. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I fractured my ankle hopping off a train 3 years ago. Up in Illinois, Joliet. When I started Joliet. I had a limp to the village in Manhattan, like 3 miles. Like fucking Frankenstein with a fucked up foot. I was getting too cocky. Doing stupid shit, hopping off trains when they're going way too fast. So that was my bad. That's fucking Peppa. Oh, Kyle, I don't give a shit about that dog. You know what I mean? Fuck that dog. Yeah, a little pepper here, a little pepper. I didn't even season this, but there's already some seasoning in the pan, so it's really good. It tastes amazing. Do I want to board you tonight? Like board games? No, I don't have time for a board game tonight, sorry. Which I did, you know? Usually I play Dungeons and Dragons on Wednesdays and Thursdays, but time this week. There's that spice, nice. Chico Meat Locker, I'll keep an eye for it, Darren. Keep an eye out for it. Cambridge and Worcester, hell yeah. I'll be up in Revere for a while. Maybe I can check out some Cambridge too. I haven't been out that way in a while. Damn, that's spicy one. That was good. Clear my sinuses out and shit. It's a good thing. I'm not complaining. I could have muted the mic there. Beers. I think I'm gonna do some beers this evening. I might get some drinks. Grab me a sixer. We'll throw me some bucks yesterday for some whiskey. Yeah, let's take that. Get some beer with it. Undercooked bacon, my favorite. Really staying tonight by the. Didn't know you to play the nose trumpet. Probably camped out by the track somewhere. I'm trying to find a spot that's got some shade in the morning for me. But I can't really hang out at camp in the morning too much because it gets so hot so quick. I gotta kind of get everything done by noon. Find a place in shade. They kind of kick it for the afternoon. But the hottest around here is 5 to 7. It's usually the hottest part of the day. So I gotta make sure I'm right now. Mike is 3. I'm near a store right after this live. I'm gonna go to hit the store. Grab a couple things of lunch on a protein shake. If I'm getting beer, I'll grab beer there. Trail mix and obviously water. And then I'll be good for the night. And then I just gotta walk, find a spot in the shade to chill out until I find camp, or just call that my camp. We got the Peppa and the pig. Well played. I woke up and a bear was standing near me. No, I had one walk up to my camp once, and I bumped into a few while walking around, but it was in the middle of the day, all that. I've woken up with deer. Deer will be right next to me. I've woken up quite a few times. Just standing there. The moment I sit up, they run off. I'll make noise, they run off. They don't have good eyesight. You probably hear me snoring like, what the hell's that? What's that? Let's go investigate. What is that? Oh my god, it's a human, run! One second, folks. Yeah, I saw that campground on the way up. You know, most stuff looks pretty high security here, like for businesses and stuff. The leftover butter was melting onto the table. I want to get it out of here before it started making more of a mess. Not bad for a quick little lunch, though. You know, lunch, dinner combo. For our baby mama with the greeting heart. Thank you. Num num. Oh, yeah, I got caught once. You know what? I'm nomadic. Yeah, I got caught once. It cost me $200. I'm caught by workers. You know, usually a couple times a year. But they usually just tell you to get out of the yard, or they'll just give you water, tell you where your train's going. Well, you actually getting in trouble for hopping one time. So good. What up, Houdini? What's up, love and life? We got some cream cheese peppers. Cream cheese stuffed peppers, jalapenos going on. There was bacon, but someone ate all my bacon. I don't know what happened there. Ate the whole damn thing, too. Something happened on my steak. Someone ate my steak and shit. Crazy. Oh, hell yeah, dude. It's like a light switch in the on position. Get it, Houdini. Ow, ow. Yeah, I go live most every day. For a while there, I was going live like 40, 50 hours a week. And I wasn't really doing anything else, you know, so I brought it down. Usually only going live for like an hour, 2 hours, you know, once or twice a day now. But, yeah, I go live 2 hours every day usually. And that's, you know, 14 hours right there. And then I'll either do a longer live 3 or 4 times a week, or I'll just do another hour or two, 3 or 4 times a week. Equals somewhere around 25, 35. And I think that's the sweet spot for me, you know. That way I can focus on the videos and the travel stuff and whatever I'm getting into, or just have fucking time to myself. Instead of trying to squeeze that in on top of the live stream schedule. Yeah, Oroville's not too far from here, right? Yo, flipping mama with the Harmony. Oh, yeah. The crazy thing, too, is I haven't seen a huge change in my income. Like, I'm probably at like 90%, 85 to 90% of what I was making when I was going live for an extra 20 hours some weeks, you know? So thank you guys. Appreciate you. You're at Oroville? Yeah, it's not too far from Chico, right? I think I saw that on Google Maps. Oroville. I'm not even checking Dunsmuir, though. Not sure. I'll look it up. Info man. Good call, Hitch. Good call. Full, man. It feels great. I haven't been this full in a long time. It's fucking very nice. Not that I'm broke or anything. I just, I only had one gas station when I was trying to hop that train. It took me forever to get out, you know. Oh, you're just south of me, because I probably saw Oroville when I was coming up on the train then. Yeah, because I came up through Yuba City. Yuba City. the person I was traveling with said it. I was like, Yuma City. It was so loud we couldn't hear each other. But it's Yuba City, not Yuma City. Crispy bacon stuck in the pan. Fuck yeah. No, I got a hip knife. Some bear spray. That's about it. This pizza. Oh wait, yeah. I remember saying something about that pizza before, right? Fuck, what was it? I forget now. I remember something about Washington pizza you were talking about like fucking 8 months ago or something. Cream cheese, jalapenos, slow cooked, and bacon grease. Forget about it. A laddie with me anywhere, choice. Thank you. No, yeah, I didn't go through Oroville. I know that. But I saw it on the maps at some point. I was trying to figure out where I saw Oroville on the maps. It's probably when I was coming up, passing Yuba. And I'm like, okay, where can I do out of here? But checking for motels and shit. Because if I get 2 nights in a motel and I'm saving $30 a night, I'll pay for a $30 Uber or a $25 Uber. I'm still saving $30 in that situation, you know. Goddamn deposits out here. Fuck yeah. Once I got close to Sacramento and everything north of there so far, it's like the deposits are fucking crazy. Goddamn. It's $100 like baseline. Fuck. I hope I get it back after. Kind of dicey, bro. Tina Marie with the hand hearts, thank you. Bernadette, welcome in. Baton Rouge. You sure? I'm gonna get it before people see it. Thank you, Denny. So I was going to get all this stuff off the bottom here before it solidifies. So sorry for anyone that hates that sound, but I gotta do what I gotta do. Get it while it's still a little warm. Otherwise, all this shit would be a pain in the ass to get off. Like I have a fucking scrubber on it. Oh, man, that was good. A whole bunch of food. I haven't been this full in a while. Thank you, Don. Much appreciated. Free and clear. Clear and free. Better than nails. It's slightly better than nails on a chalkboard. Oh, my grubbing on. If you want to see like an in-depth look at all the ingredients, my last video shows everything I was cooking. But there's some steak, potato, onion, jalapeno poppers wrapped in bacon. Well, not even jalapeno, they weren't breaded. So it's a jalapeno pepper wrapped in bacon stuffed with cream cheese, which came out alright. It didn't cook up that well. That's made for the oven. Put that in the oven. I used it on a pan, but it was good. Either way, I ate the shit out of it. Got all my sodium, starch, and calories for the day, and protein. Fucking good to go. Gotta keep those fucking gains going, kid, you know? Oh. Yeah, I only got one pan to work with, so I try to make the best I can do with what I got. I like those limitations. You know, the best directors, their best fucking movies were their early works. You cannot convince me otherwise. You know, Spielberg. Now I'm drawing a blank for all directors, so it sounds like I have no idea what I'm talking about. Kubrick. You know, you go back and look at their earlier stuff when they had like financial constraints. and budget constraints, and the fact that like they only had like an X amount of equipment and limited lighting and audio and all that. It's their best work. So I love the limitations of living out of a backpack. For making content on here, for snapping photos and stuff. And when I can get into the doors that close because I live out of a backpack, the doors that open because I have a following on social media, trying to stay away from those. I made a decision last year. I was like, you know what? I created an imaginary room in my head, right? And I put every social media creator I associated with. And I'm like, how many of these people would still associate with me if I didn't have a following? And I really thought about it. And I was like, not a lot. That's when I stopped doing collabs. I did 2 collabs. I did 3 in Sacramento, but I still gonna put the videos out for 2 of them. But I do them on occasion. I guess that's the point of the story. But I don't really fuck with a lot of creators. The way I live my life, right? I have no pursuit of fame or wealth. I want to document the country as it is right now. So 50 years from now, people look back at my photos and be like, wow, it looked like that back then. Which shows how fast everything's changing, constantly adapting now, It's like us looking back at photos from like the 50s at a gas station. That wasn't interesting to anyone in the 50s. That gas station, I guess it's the gas station. But you look at it now, you're like, wow, it's so different back then. Even the style and stuff like that. So that's the idea. No pursuit of fame or wealth. The fact that I even have traction on here is purely coincidental. a lot of time went into this platform and what I'm doing and shit, but I never sold my soul to the algorithm. I never, became a battle bot like a lot of people do and shit. Just do what I want to do, when I want to do it, and how I want to do it. It's a nice feeling. So when I bump into a creator and all they're worried about is how they're going to make money, how can we do this? I'm like, all right, I'm out of here. Like Gypsy on the Supervisor is great for that. She really, she has a workflow that I kind of emulate on a daily now, where she's very social media oriented, she's very fan oriented, but she's not money oriented. You know what I mean? Like her making videos with me is like, okay, we have to post a video today. We didn't do one yesterday. We have to post a video together. It wasn't so I got followers or she got followers or she got paid or I got paid. It was like, people that follow you follow me, individually. They'd like to see it, but also the people that follow us both going into this, like they really enjoy videos with us together. And I'm like, oh hell yes, we did some goofy shit. It's always fun. She's fucking fun as shit. Loved hanging out with her. But I like that whole vibe. It wasn't to get money out of people. It wasn't like for the fame or for the money. It was just for fanfare. More like a hobby. I do this shit full time. I travel full time. I do social media full time. So I say it's more than a hobby, But I started off doing social media to document my travels, not to see how much money I can get people to open up their wallets and give me. It's hard though. It is really, really hard to not do the things TikTok wants you to and rewards people for. It's a struggle because there's a psychological manipulation from host to viewer, right? Like I think battling in general is just a pure manipulation because both sides get the money no matter what. It's not like only the winner gets money. Both sides make it no matter what. Why are you upset that you lost? You still made $50 when you bitch them up. But not a lot of people are aware that they're doing it because we're being manipulated from TikTok on a regular basis. TikTok's constantly putting shit in my chat to tell you guys about how you can spend more money in this live, and nothing else. Anything TikTok ever mentioned, I have a manager from TikTok, and all he talks about is me battling and making more money, and I ignore it. I don't really talk to him. But I don't know if I need to. If I need something, I'll hit him up. But the app's manipulating the hosts, and then the hosts manipulate the viewers, right? Just to have you guys open up your wallets. I'll give a lot of grace because not everyone realizes that. Some people are just, this is what social media creators do, and they just do it. And they just don't realize what they're doing. They're being manipulated. They're manipulating their viewership. Like I'll give that a free pass when it comes to morality, and ethics. But some people are very aware of what they're doing. They do it anyway. Hey bro, how do I make money on here? You're asking the wrong motherfucker, Les. Let's make you guys follow Les Blackwell right there. Awesome motherfucker. We fucking hung out 3 times. I don't think I've hung out with anyone fucking in this country 3 times. But nice to see you, brother. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, you're asking the wrong person how to make money on here too. Yeah. I do just fine, you know. But things get tight. Just figure them out. That's why whenever things go wrong, it's a financial thing. I'll post after it's resolved. Get him, Marie, get him. Fist fight that Les Blackwell. Les Blackwell's one of the few people I wouldn't fuck with. I remember we were at Abby's, and he was working out, right? So he was just doing bicep curls. And then I come walking by, and we're chatting. And he was like, hey, do you want to hit a rep? I'm like, yeah, sure. I grab him. I'm like, holy shit. I got up like 3 or 4 times, and then I put it down. I played it off pretty well, I think. I played it off pretty well. But I'm like, God fucking damn, this is heavy. Motherfuckers out here curling whole human beings worth of weight, you know? I'll have to hit a motherfucker with another motherfucker. I try, Elizabeth, I try. You know? Not like Farmville. Yeah, I don't care if someone gives me fucking nothing or a fucking $1,000. You know what I mean? It's just cool people watch my shit. The fact they make an income on it, it's just an added bonus. Trust me, I was here for a long time before I made like a steady income enough to support myself out here. You know, I always tell travelers that are like, oh, I want to do social media, this and that. It's like, dude, you probably can make more if you're fucking panhandling or busking or going to get a gig than you'll ever make on here. You know, if you don't love fucking going live, if you don't love making videos, and you don't love having a community of people that enjoy your shit, you know, you're gonna burn out super fucking quick too. You're just not gonna have a good time. Some attorney lost their job because of TikToks. Yeah, no pressure, Don. No pressure. You know, plus you fucking give me plenty. You're more than okay. You know, don't ever feel like you have to do fucking anything. The way I look at social media is the same way I like you guys to look at it. It's like, if someone's keeping me in my seat and someone's entertaining me, like, that's worth something to me. You know, throw them a couple bucks or whatever. You know, that's why I ask you guys, not to pay for stuff directly and shit like that. Just to, you know, fucking look at it like Netflix. You know, how much is the entertainment that you're getting worth it? That's one thing I love about social media, though, is you can get, you know, 10, 40, 80 hours of entertainment from a creator before you're like, oh, this is worth something to me. I'm going to go to the movies right now. I'm not going to go to the movies, but hypothetically, if I went to the movies right now, I'm paying $25 for a ticket and $10 for a fucking box of popcorn. I don't even know if I like the movie yet, you know? So upfront cost. So I like social media in that aspect, where it's like, you can support your favorite creator no matter what they're doing, no matter who they are. You can decide how much that entertainment is worth to you. You know, and you don't need to have some guy in a business suit or a corporation telling you what to watch anymore. You know, I love that. You have direct access to people. You know, you get to talk to them in real time. You know, hopefully they read your comment, they see your comment in the chat and stuff like that. It's fucking beautiful. I love that aspect. But like anything else, man, you know, greed fucking seeped right in, especially on this app. You know, everyone's just trying to see how much they can make in a short amount of time. Rita with the repost, thank you. Roll Dog with the heart. Yeah, I don't watch a lot of TV either. You know, my favorite season of Black Mirror. Fuck yeah, dude. What up, Betty? I found it, don't worry. Yeah, I lost probably 30 pounds in the last year and a half. You know, going up, going down a little bit as I went, but steady loss of weight in the last year and a half. Which was that all started because I got body shamed by someone I was, you know, there's plenty of like creators on here, smaller creators on here that I mentor and coach. I'll be in their DMs, like, what are you working on this week? You know, what you know, what are you doing? Like, anyone doing video and photography, like, that's their focus. Or like vlogging style. I'm like, what are we working on this week? What can I help with? You know, and you know, I'd probably spend like a good 5 to 10 hours a week just doing that. And I've been doing that forever, you know. But I wish someone did that to me when I first started. It'd be awesome. Get put on and shit. But I was mentoring and coaching this creator. And, you know, they were hitchhiking on TikTok here a year and a half ago. And they got it in their head that we're going to be romantic, right? There was a woman, and they had it full set in their head before we ever met. And they're really adamant about us hanging out and meeting up. I'm like, yeah, it would be cool for a collab. Like, the 2 biggest names in hitchhiking right now. Let's do it. You know? even like on Christmas Eve, so they'd have to be alone on Christmas. I couldn't get a hitchhike. I spent like $250 on a fucking Uber to go out there, so I wouldn't be alone on Christmas. Marie, been entertained a little bit. No, if you've been entertained a lot of it, you overpay for your entertainment, Marie. Thank you, homie. There you go, Tommy. I was it this morning. I got it last night. I got tagged last night by Todd Tix, and I hit Sue with it when she came into live. Hey, Sue, nice to see you. By the way, you're it. But I fucking met up with this person, right? And before we met, they were super sweet, super fucking sweet, like nothing but nice, right? Copying all my shit, biting my jokes and shit like that, which fucking everyone steals my shit. I'm so used to it. I've never given a fuck anyway. I find it kind of flattering. But the first night we're hanging out, they come walking out of the motel. They're fucking schmammered. I'm like, oh, it'll be a long night. When you're sober and someone else is drunk, it's just a long conversation. Anything you say, they're not going to remember anyway, even if they're paying attention. But within like an hour and a half, they're fucking body shaming me. Like, they're making fun of my weight and this and that. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, that's weird, dude. Like, I just met you. What the fuck? So, because of that, it's like, I gotta lose weight. Because at that point, I respected their opinion, which is my bad. Not for respecting their opinion. I don't give a fuck about their opinion now, obviously. But at the time, I did look at them like a peer. I did respect their opinion. And that hit me hard. I hit my self-esteem really fucking hard. So I lost about 30 pounds, I'd say, about in the last year and a half. Becky with the sweet scoop. Yeah, people are weird, Tommy. It is what it is. Yeah, that's why you'll see me doing a lot of collabs. You definitely will see me, ever since you ever see me hang out with someone privately. You know what I mean? But Katie's the only person I've ever hung out privately because I trust her, But, now that, everything I just said sounds like a mature individual just said it, right? Well, let me undo that. Let me undo that quick. Because I lost about 30 pounds, and of fat. I could fucking muscle for days. I'm back in shape, and I'm fucking hitting it hard, doing calorie deficiencies and fucking high protein and fucking dipping around, put myself through fucking torture out here and crazy fucking heat and all that just to get the miles and get the steps in and keep it fucking going. So I'm, back to hopping trains, which is really physically exerting. Right. So I might have lost that 30 pounds of fat. Homie found homie found that 30 and then an additional 10 pounds, So the person that was body shaming me for about a year on the internet and did it to in real life to me, upon meeting me within the first hour and a half, has now put on an exorbitant amount of weight. I know what you're saying. Wow, Troy, that's terrible to say. I know it is, and I don't fucking care. It feels so good. It feels so fucking good to me, Person spent a year fucking body shaming me on the internet and then put on mad weight. Call it karma, call it whatever you want. But at the end of the day, I'm just a petulant fucking child. And I enjoy the fact that the person that was putting other people down for their body has gained all the weight of everyone they fucking put down for it. Oh, Sunflower, I don't give a fuck about Steph or her dog. Moving on. Sorry. I don't give a fuck about you bringing it up. Anyone from Steph's community that comes in here all the time and talks to me and we have a conversation and enjoys my content, thanks for being here. Anyone that just comes in here to talk about Steph, get bent and get the fuck out. I'm so sick of it. I'm done with it. I got almost a year break from that. You guys went away because I blocked her over a year ago, right? Because of you guys. The ones that do this shit, like you're doing Sunflower, all you want to do is talk about fucking Steph all day, right? So I blocked her over a year ago because of you people. It's fucking mind-numbing and annoying. Like, you guys wake up thinking about Steph and go to sleep thinking about Steph. Probably dream about Steph as well, But I give two shits what happened with Steph and her fucking dog. Oh, she got a dog. The dog didn't work out. Oh my God. That's the most boring shit I've ever heard in my life. I don't fucking get it. So I don't give a shit about you. I don't give a shit about that dog. I don't give a shit about Steph. I wish her the best. I got no problem with Steph. It's people like you I got a problem with. It's so fucking lame. Hey, it's an in-depth 5-minute conversation about something. All right, let me check the chat to see what we're talking about. Steph got rid of her dog. You're the 80th person to say that today. I don't fucking care. Oh, that's insensitive. Cool. I'm an insensitive person. I don't give a fuck about some creator's fucking dog. Can I recommend a hobby? something with some fulfillment in your life rather than you fucking some famous social media creator got a dog that didn't work well with her situation. Okay, Les, you motherfucker. Hold on. Hobo's not a dog. Hobo's a homie. You know what I mean? Dog validation is the best kind of validation, right? So Les Blackwell and his partner, Railcar Rosiart, right? They have a dog named Hobo. Now, Hobo don't like a lot of people, right? But I do this thing. It's called minding my own fucking business, right? I'm a big fucking believer in minding my own fucking business. Right? Unless someone really does something hard, I feel like I have to call out, you know, especially with overlapping following and shit. But when it comes to animals, the last thing I do is approach them and force them to get pet by me or force love on them. Humans too, you know, but I go to meet Les Blackwell. We're hanging out at Abby the Spoon Lady's place, and there's Hobo the dog. And at one point, Hobo the dog walks near me. I'm like, "Oh, we friends yet?" And he looks at me and he walks away. I'm like, "We're not friends yet. That's cool." I wasn't like, "Oh, a dog," you know, just let him do his thing, you know. And he got a little bit closer, and he got a little bit closer. After like, you know, the second day, fucking, "Hey, what's up, man?" Fucking petting, fucking, you know, cool as shit. But then I didn't see them for. I didn't see them for about a year, right? Yeah, about a year. I caught up with them in Minnesota. You know, they were staying out there for a bit, and I was coming through town, you know, so I went out and fucking said hi real quick. Camped there for what, 2 nights, 3 days, and then, you know, I had to fucking get going. But it's just me and Les Blackwell. We're just sitting there chatting. No one else is there at that point. And here comes Madeline coming in with Hobo the dog. And, you know, Hobo the dog gets out of the car, or the truck, whatever. I forget exactly what was going on, but Madeline's like, "Oh, hey, there's your friend." And immediately I'm like, he doesn't remember me. You know, there's no way, you know, I wish he did, but he's not gonna remember me. Yo, he got so excited. He saw me, his fucking little tail, his fluffy fucking sticking straight up tails, that's fucking wagging like nuts. He comes running over. I'm like, "You remember?" Same thing in Raton when we met up. You know, he's just kind of walking, he's looking over, like, "The fuck's this guy?" "Oh, it's that guy." I'm like, "Hell yeah." Ford Explorer, thank you. So, you know, the dog validation there is beautiful, especially because Hobo the dog don't like a lot of dogs. People in the park. Get out of here. Oh, Hobo's amazing. And then Railcar Rosie breaks my fucking heart. So, I wasn't leaving in that moment when she filmed this, when she recorded this. I was just like, "Okay, I'm gonna go do a live stream real quick. Like, Les is gonna go busk. She's gonna go live with the van. I'm gonna go live by this little gazebo, this little rest area that we're hanging out in." And she took a video of Hobo the dog looking at me go away, like walk away, and the dog's like looking at Railcar, like, "He's coming back though?" Yeah. So when we parted ways, she posted that video. I was like, "Oh, my little heart. Oh my God. Not my homie." So we'll say Hobo the dog is not a dog in my eyes. Hobo the dog's a homie. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like your community wouldn't come in here for fucking 2 weeks every day. You know, dozens of times every hour to mention that you got a new dog and then gave the dog up for fucking adoption. Whatever the fuck happened, I don't even fucking know. I don't know. I'm at the stage in life where I can't be bothered with weird shit anymore. You know, I used to try to like approach social media with like hospitality. You know what I mean? Yeah, sunflower. Those are words all put together like that. Doesn't make sense. You might want to try that in English. You know, but yeah, like what Sunflower's doing in the chat right now, I just don't have the time for weird shit anymore. I don't have the time. I just put a hospitality face on, like, "Oh, what do you mean? Oh my God, something happened that I don't give a shit about." You know, I just don't have it in me anymore. I don't. You know, and call me crass or whatever, but I'd rather have 5 people in here I enjoy talking to every day than have 1,000 in here that just fucking annoy me with random words and nonsense. You know, who gives a fuck about Steph's dog? You know, I'm sorry. Like, I don't know. She had the thing for what, like, a year? You know? Over a year? Oh, yeah, no, I'll chill out, Sunflower. I got no problem with How do you even know me? You're already here in a burner account, Sunflower? You try to get a screen recording for the Reddit or something? You only been following me for fucking 2 months, but you know that me and Steph associated? Steph hasn't mentioned me in over a year when I blocked her. That's what I mean, it's weird shit. It's always weird shit coming from that group. You know, and again, there's plenty of Steph followers that come through here that's cool as fuck. You know what I mean? Like, you come in, you chat, and you're interested in, my content that you're here to watch. But there's just that small group of diehards. That's it. Like, that's one of either a diehard or a hater, which are both a parasocial over there, right? The people that really love Steph or really hate Steph, their whole days revolve around Steph and Clover, and Ozzy. Sorry, and it's weird. It's really fucking weird, right? Like, that person was blocked here before, made a burner account to come in here to talk about Steph again. I guarantee you Steph's live right now. Steph's a creator I used to associate with, but are like really like small group of diehard fucking followers that are just really weird and parasocial, and became really annoying to deal with, so I don't deal with it anymore. I have this thing called a life, and I gotta live it. I know it's terrible. It's terrible. I wish I didn't. I wish I could sit there and worry about a fucking creator's dog giving up for adoption. I wish that was the biggest thing that happened to me in the last month. You know what I mean? But like, I'm just happy when I survive a day or two. Crazy shit and crazy weather going on all the time. I'm gonna say the story again. I'll probably never talk about this shit again. I'm fucking over it. But I was hitchhiking in Mississippi, right? And this is when I started making the decision. I'm like, I better distance myself from Steph, right? Because I'm hitchhiking in Mississippi, and this cop pulls up, almost hits me with the car. He stops short, but I don't care what costume you're wearing. Like, if you're driving a car at me, I'm gonna get out of the way, right? And that pissed him off that I got out of the way. He's yelling at me about getting out of the way. Don't approach my vehicle. I'm like, what? You came to me, man. Like, what do you want me? You're going to jail. He could pat me down on the front of the car. And I told him to do a live stream. He changed his tune. He's like, I'll give you a ride out of town. So I get in the back seat. I'm in the back of a cop car. I look at the chat. It's like, Steph has a campfire in Colorado. I'm like, cool. I don't know if I'm going to jail or not now. This might be a big trick just to get me in the car, put me in prison. But okay. Yeah, okay. Steph is a campfire. You see it now in real time. I got about a year break of this shit because I blocked Steph over a year ago because of that shit. I got about a year break, but then Steph gave a dog up for adoption. So now it's every fucking day, like every 15 to 20 minutes. Steph got rid of their dog. Well, yeah, I'm doing well, thanks for asking. It's the year of protecting my peace and not putting up with weird shit. I just don't have the patience anymore. I'm fucking over it. I've been Rambo'd out of town fucking so many times. Like, he only was Rambo'd once. Look what he did, I've been Rambo'd out of towns all across the U.S. When I got off my train yesterday, I had a highway patrolman roll up. So my train was sitting there for 2 hours, and then I moved like 2 miles, and I sat there again for like another hour. I had a little bit more water than this. I think I put a video up on here of me getting off the train. It's like the second to last video, right? But I ended up deciding to walk off. I had to walk for an hour in the sun with no water to get off the fucking train. I sat in the shade for a bit. I went live for like half an hour, and then I started walking. So fucking thirsty, right? I get to the fucking railroad crossing, where the train's over the railroad crossing, and here's a highway patrolman. Highway patrolman comes walking up like, hey, what are you doing there? And I'm like, I'm not gonna lie to you, sir. I just hopped on that train out of Roseville, and I just hopped off here. And he goes, well, you're the reason the train stopped. I'm like, I don't think so, man. Like unless someone called you, like I was pretty well hidden for 2 hours. Like, I'm stuck here like the rest of you, So he calls the dispatch and all that, and like, no, we didn't get any calls for anyone riding trains. He's like, oh, okay, well, yeah, you want to ride? You want to ride out of here? He's like, get away from the train because that's illegal. I'm like, yeah, you're right. Get away from the train, a legal distance away, 15 feet, by the way. Get a legal distance away from the train, hang out in the shade, and I'll give you a ride to town when I'm done here. I was like, all right, cool, man. And then like 3 minutes later, he's like, hey, man, you want to hang out in the AC? I'm like, no, I'm good out here. I'm fine in the shade. And then, he's got to stay there for as long as the train's there for, and I don't really feel like getting patted down. I got to get patted down. I got to take my knife off my hip and all that to get in the car. I mean, I don't deal with all that. It's only a 40-minute walk into town. I found some water up the road at a business anyway to hose. But I was like, I don't know if I'm detained or not. Well, let's find out. So I was like, hey, man, put all my stuff back on and start walking by him. I walked like towards him, by him. That was when this little guy was trying to run away. And I was like, hey, man, can I leave? He's like, yeah, you don't want to ride? I'm like, nah, I'm just gonna get out of here. He's like, okay, man, hey, be safe. It's cool as shit. You don't have to do any of that, But he was trying to hem me up in the beginning for sure, because he probably assumed seeing me come walking down the train tracks off the train from a bunch of farmland. There's nothing in that direction at all. It's in the south part of Chico, Hagen Lane, I think it's called. He was probably like, okay, this guy got caught hopping the train. I was trying to escape, And I'd be like, no, man, I'm stuck here like all of y'all, man. Well, in the same boat here. All them cars, you and me, we all fucking trapped. So at least you checked too, you know what I mean? Didn't try to hem me up with anything. You just called in, checked real quick, make sure they didn't get any calls. And they didn't, so it was good to go. But I got a motel last night. Usually I hate doing late check-ins, but I was like, I'm fucking exhausted. The rest for the night. Kind of blew out my quads a little bit with all the climbing and shit, but it's all part of it. No big deal. This giant meal will help me. So by tomorrow I'll be fucking all healed up. I'm not doing a lot of miles anyway. It's 1,000,000 degrees out today. There you go. What's up, Pizza Hut? Let's see what happened when he assumed, right? Let me get rid of this person here. I got you guys. Bang, bang, bang. There we go. Yeah, the Great Escape. I gotta get this garbage can over here. It's more full. I'll take that out quick. I'm at the East Coast end of, what up, biker guy? Good to see you. The end of June, early July. What's up, Bootin' East? I want to be back there by late July, early August. I'm probably more towards the middle of August. I'm always late to everything, but my mom's used to that. I was like that as a kid a lot. I was always late. And then as an adult, when the workaholic thing set in, I was always like super on time all the time. And I started traveling and went back to like my natural state. I was just like, when I get there, I'll get there. Fine. I'm not gonna stress out about it. No, be late, I'll stress out about it. All this up before it solidifies and all that jazz. Ghost answer. You were born late? Oh, I don't know. I gotta ask. Yes, no. You don't want to get a message back. Hey, Mom, I'm doing a fucking live stream, and I was talking about how I'm late to everything all the time. And someone has asked me, was I late being born? So, like, was I past the due date early or just around the right time? Let me know whenever you get this. Fuck. Oh, yeah, love you, whatever. Miss you. Gotta make it feel good, you know what I mean? It's starting to get weird because I'm home a lot. Alright, almost clean. I'll grab new baby wipes soon. Almost there, guys. Sorry, guys. I get this done while I'm doing it, you know? All right. I'm doing cleaning my pan. I'll let you cook. I gotta clean it before it all gets solidified and all that happy horse shit. Otherwise, it's gonna sit there forever until we get it all off. I tried to talk and no words came out. One more to get all the grease off and then I'm done, baby. The world's most clean-ish pan. Ain't too bad. I'll take it. I ain't cooking for anyone else anyway. I gotta worry about making myself sick. Usually when I get a motel, I didn't do it last night because I checked in late and stuff, but if I get 2 nights usually, I'll sit down and wipe everything up. Like, I'll clean everything up in the sink of the motel bathroom. And then if I get a clean bowl and everything, then if I get she gets really nasty, I'll get a sponge, some dish soap, and do it all up that way. But it sucks, I can't carry that with me. It's too much weight. I'm throwing it away. Well, this all packs up nice and neat in my pack. That's why the classical handle, besides just being easier to pack, and keep the bowl and the rice in there. So I started carrying, I used to do this when I was through hiking a lot, so I carry like a cup or 2 of rice on me. So if anything happens, I can always have, I'm sweating, just fucking getting up real quick, it's hot out here. If anything happens, I'll still be able to have some food and take some energy. Clean up my mess on the table here. Leave no trace and all that shit. It's an organized chaos, that's for sure. Emphasis on the chaos. A can opener, fork, and knife go in here. Spoon. Stove goes in here. The bag of Canon Railcar gave it to me. Then my gas cylinder. So these go in my pack with the spices. This goes in my cup I use for coffee and to make like rice noodles. I have a titanium cup for that. So this sits in there, so it fits well. This sits by itself because there's really nothing I can put it in. Then I get the rice from the bowl, the pan, all in one little thing there. Oh. Kel's with the club. Cheers. Thank you. Oh, the phone is still charging. Yeah, it's good. Okay, we got some juice on the phones. Yeah, like I was saying, dude. Like if you ever look at if I build a full camp, like tarp and everything's like out of my pack, it looks like so much stuff. I'm there for a night. Usually I just minimal rollout and get ready to leave the next day. But if I take everything out of the pack and it's just all over the place, it looks like, like a hoarder lives there. And they pack it all up. It fits into one pack, a camera bag, and a bucket, and then the water jug. We're good to go. Like, yeah. It always freaks me out. Like, I don't know. I've gotten better at it in the last like year or so. But I'll look at all my stuff. I'm like, oh man, there's so much to pack up. 10 minutes later, it's all packed up and good to go. 15 minutes if I'm taking my time with it, you know. But yeah, I was always surprised because I would just be packing up. Okay, move this here, this goes there, this goes there. Oh shit, I'm done. Oh yeah, I got this one last thing to do. Should have a nice yard. Thanks, man. Yeah, I've been sitting there with fucking scissors cutting the lawn there. Oh, hell yeah, Tom. Oh yeah. I thought about it. I took my ASVABs and everything for the Army when I was 17 and about to turn 18. I was working with the drill sergeant. I was blind. I'm blind in my right eye, right? Partially blind. You know, anything I look at, I can't really. Whatever I'm looking at, I can't really see. But my peripheral vision is fine in that eye. This eye here. Old injury from getting hit with a shovel in a fist fight. There's some guy in the neighborhood who's grabbing up like under girl skirts and stuff like that. So I beat the bag out of him. You know, nothing too bad. Just let him know, hey, we don't tolerate that here. And then his cousin showed up like a week or two later. I'm schmammered at a fucking train station, 17, right? And up until this point too, I had a lazy eye, so I used to put a patch over my good eye and work on the lazy eye for like over 10 years. You know, sometimes every day, sometimes once a week. You know, whatever's asked for by the doctor. So at 16, I had perfect 20/20 vision. By 17, I was blind in my right eye. Got to enjoy one good year though. But yeah, so that dude's cousin shows up. I got a message from my cousin. I'm like, nah, you can keep that. I'm on it. Messages from you. Pulls out one of those military shovels, like the metal spades. Bang, bang, bang. I was ducking and weaving for a while. I was really impressed with it because I was fucking shit-faced. But then I just saw that white flash, and the white never went away. I hit the ground. Fucked me all up. Oculars fractured. Ocular spiderweb fracture through the skull. You know, it really fucked me up. So I was going to the Army. The recruiting sergeant knew that. And we took the ASVABs and then went for the physical exam. But every week we got together for an hour. He would teach me how to memorize the eye chart. As soon as I walked in, how to memorize the eye chart, you know, with the good eye. So when he, you know, covered the bad eye, told me to read any line, I could recall it quick. And I did. Passed that part flying colors. Fuck yeah. So pack it all up. You know, the physical's done. And I got a dry patch of skin, like maybe like this big on my elbow. I was like, hey, what's that? Oh, that's eczema. That's one of the things they can disqualify you for. You know, it's the recruiting sergeant's job to get you in. It's the doctor's job to disqualify you. And I could have went back, I'm sure, and tried again. You know, but I just never did. But yeah, eczema got me out. Fuck. You know, I get it, because like eczema can get pretty bad if you don't have like hydrocortisone or medication for it, and it gets really bad. You know, especially like in wet environments and stuff like that. Like it can cause a really gnarly infection and stuff like that. You know, I get it. I was like, what the fuck? All this hard work I put in, you know, to get this shit going. But that's as close as I got. You got to be responsible for people's lives. I have no idea where you got that from, that story. I don't know where that came from, sorry. Oh, it wasn't really a fist fight. There were fists involved, especially when he hit me with that. I think he got it worse than me, to be honest with you, because my friends jumped on him right after. But I always had this thing growing. I grew up in a pretty rough area. Right? It was like, if I'm fighting, leave me alone. You know what I mean? If I'm fighting, just leave me alone. Let me do it. Don't fucking get involved. Leave me alone. You know? Regardless of any situation, just get out of my way. You know. It didn't work out for me that time. Asthma got you, Jennifer? Your eyesight? Oh, you mean the doctor? You gotta be responsible. Okay, I was like, how am I responsible for people's lives? You mean the doctor has to be responsible for people's lives? Yeah, the eyesight is not what got me. It was the fucking eczema. I lied about the eyesight. But I see what you're saying. Nothing. Like, what the fuck? I mean, I'm not responsible for anyone's life. What are you talking about? Misunderstanding. You meant the doctor, the recruiting doctor, doing the physicals. They're responsible for people's lives. Usually at this point I'm freaking out about not having water, but there's a store right here. Fucking looking at it. It's right there. Right after this live, I'm gonna go get it. So I'll have a nice quick live, chill out in the park, talk to you guys. No, like, I'm waiting to do this, I'm trying to do that. I got stuff I gotta do this weekend, I'm trying to get somewhere. Not worrying about that right now. That's tonight Troy's problem. You know, sit there, have a couple drinks, think it over. You know, figure out what I'm doing, if I'm even gonna bother. You know, there's part of me that's like, just don't put the pressure on yourself to get up there. Just don't do it. You know, I could try to grab a train if something hits. Cool. If not, yeah. You know, you try to hitchhike, but it's super hot, so to do that early hours in the morning and stop by like 1 probably. Keep dipping in the shade. Make sure that I don't fucking overheat. Or I can just Amtrak it, but that's $57. You know, I had someone offer to buy me the ticket, and I'm like, nah, you know, that's not my style. I mean, no. Yeah, I'll figure it out one way or another. I haven't, you know what I mean? I only got one night in a motel this week. You know, trust me, there have been plenty of times I'm strutting out of a motel room with $15, and I'm like, all right. You know, but I enjoy the rest, so it's worth it. This is not one of those weeks. Oh, hey, it's Travis Scott. No way, dude. In my life, that's crazy. Even mutant block. Yeah, everything else is just extra, right? Fair enough, Liz, fair enough. I did pretty well in the ASVAB. It was just the really, at the end of it, they have you take like the really focused stuff, for lack of a better term. It's like electrician stuff. You know, I was 17. I didn't have any work experience like that. I worked at like a bakery at that point, McDonald's, and what else I do for jobs back then? Some other shit I can't remember right now. But yeah, they started actually like construction stuff, OSHA stuff, electrician stuff, to see if you have like a special qualification that you can use as your MOS, I'm sure. But that stuff I fucking bombed. I don't know anything about Ohm's Law back then. Love your beard. Thank you. I just trimmed it this morning. And no one noticed. Not one of you fuckers noticed. You know what I mean? I'm very upset about that, to be honest with you. Sorry, we're at the guilt trip stage of the live. I'm trying to be like other social media creators. I'm going to make you guys feel guilty for doing nothing wrong. It's the gaslighting guilt trip hour. Yeah, no one even noticed I trimmed my fucking beard. You know? And it's like, who even, you know, am I even important to you guys? Oh, Tommy noticed? Hell yeah, thank you, Tommy. I thought so. No, my mom's probably fucking sleeping by now, man. It's way past her bedtime. Fucking, what, 7 on the East Coast? Yeah, she's out like a light. I will update you guys. Mrs. B, if I see you in here, next time I see you in here, I'll let you know if I was late for my own birth or not. I was talking to my parents last week, and Mom was like, you're going to be here definitely by August 1st. I'm like, I never said August 1st. I said early August. She said, well, what does that mean, Troy? I'm like, early August. Late July, early August. She's like, I'm not seeing you in July. I'm like, yeah, I'll see you in August. You're right. You're not going to be here by August. You're going to be here by November. You're always late. And I'm like, yeah, but Mom, I'm always late. Why are we even worried about that? I've been late my entire life. Well, I was a workaholic for work. Like, I would always be on time, you know. But if I'm doing, like, meetups and shit and stuff social media related, I'm usually on time. You know, I get jammed up trying to get there. But, yeah, so why would she's like, I'm not surprised. But I got to be mean to you about it. I got to break your balls about it. Like, you really don't. But I get it. Like, for the longest time, my parents would guilt trip every time I called, they'd guilt trip the shit out of me. I'd call them like 2 days in a row. They'd be like, you never call. Why do you never call? You never call. You never call. I'm like, well, probably because we spend 3/4 of our conversation on the phones talking about how I never call. You know? But it is sweet. It comes from a place that's sweet. My mom in particular is like, if I could talk to her for the moment I wake up to the moment I go to bed, and she still would say that's not enough. You know, she'd still be like, well, why are you mad at me? You can't hang out? It's cute. Were you late to your own wedding? I never got married, so pretty late to it, I'd say. So clean compared to yesterday. Y'all just hopped off of a train, fucking covered in diesel grease and steel scrap. You know, just train dirt. It was like, wow, you're so tan. I'm like, it's just dirt, baby. But I had to go check in with the motel I was at before I left. Okay, so I trusted them with my security deposit. You know, I called them up. They had a really good vibe on the phone, the guy that runs the motel. So it's $100 deposit. I got it all back. You know, they're really cool. Just don't fuck the room up. Don't steal stuff. Don't steal anything. Don't fuck the room up. You're all right. You know, but we got to go through all this stuff. But like, it really comes down to that. I'm like, yeah, no problem. You know, just do the thing. But they're like, hey, like if you spill something, don't clean it up with one of the towels. We put our nicest towels out there for like showers and stuff. Like if you make a mess, come to the office. We have a whole bunch of stained towels, and you can use that to clean up. Please do that. I'm like, yeah, no problem, no problem. But then I took a shower. I got out of the shower and I dried off. The towel was black. The towel was fucking black. You know, like goddamn. I tried to rinse it off. And I took another shower to actually get clean. That's how dirty I was with the fucking hanging out in that field for so long, and then all the fucking train ride. Like goddamn. No, I don't mind that. If you got a rule like that, fine. As long as they're not trying to like make me go fucking, go up and, as long as they're not telling me that after that happened before, $20 for one face cloth. Hey, sorry, you got some red on there. And I'm like, yeah, I spilled a little bit of a lambic beer as a red beer. I'm like, it'll come right out in the wash. A little bit of bleach. I should have took the face cloth. But, yeah, charge you $20 for it. Never told me like to get a special rag to clean stuff up. They're like, oh, you gotta come to the office, get a special rag. I'm like, how would I know that? I made a mess. I grabbed something to clean it up. I should have not cleaned it up. It'd be your fucking problem. It's all been hardened and stuff. Yolanda, following me for 29 days, but you know lore from a year and a half ago. No profile picture, 7 followers, 23 following. I'm telling you guys now, if you're on a burner account, you gotta be on your best behavior. Goodbye, Yolanda. But yeah, if you're on a burner account, be on your best behavior. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, you coming through, like, talking about something that happened a year and a half ago, and you've been following me for 29 fucking days. Obviously, it's not going to work. Now you got to go on another burner account to come in here and watch my shit again. You know what I mean? If you're on a burner account, just be on your best behavior. Because you've been blocked here before. You know what I mean? Like, it's a clear indication you've been blocked here before. It's fine. It's fine. People do it all the time. They get blocked, they come back on another account and whatever. It's whatever. It'd be weird for me to be like, no, I'm not allowing that either. But you better be on your best fucking behavior, because I don't know why you got blocked for the first time. Year of the block. It's become the decade of the block at this point. Yeah, years of the block. I use burner accounts. I use burner accounts for 2 reasons. The more mature reason I'll start with, because that makes me sound good. And then we'll go into the more immature reason after. The more mature reason is I don't scroll through lives on my main account. You know what I mean? Even like sometimes I'll watch a homie, I'll see a homie's on live, and I'll go in on my burner account to go watch them. Not maliciously for any ill intent. It's just I don't want to steal the show all the time. Sometimes like a creator has a great fucking vibe going on with the chat, and then I come in, oh hey, it's anywhere, man. Everyone wants to talk about me, and I'm like, that's disrespectful to the host, man. So I'll go into my backup account or my burner account and watch that. Just scroll through lives and see what's going on. Where I don't need to, like, oh hey, it's anywhere, man. What's up? Where you at today? I'm like, oh great, I'm stuck in this live for 5 minutes. I don't always want to do that. It is sweet, but I don't always want to do it. And there's more immature reason to spy on enemy camps. Like we usually won't go in head to head with someone if I give a shit about the situation. If I'm addressing someone on my platform, I'll go and watch what's being said about me from a burner account, so they don't know it's me. There was one time about a year and a month ago, I changed one of my burner accounts name to like, it was like Grammy Caw. It was just something like that. It was just like Grammy something or whatever. I forget the name I used. It was Grammy or Grandma something, and the creator was on live. And they're like, we can't, my friend's van broke down. We can't get to anywhere to fix it. We need Uber money to go get the part. It was like, well, how far is the store? Like, it's a mile away. It's a 20-minute walk. What the fuck you mean you can't walk 20 minutes to go get, you need an extra $30 for a fucking Uber? A mile for Uber costs us $30. It's only like 10, maybe 15. 2. You can't walk a mile? Someone brought up in the chat, you can't go walk a mile. No, it's too heavy. It has wheels. Trying to get those 4-ton jack, it has wheels. You just wheel it over. Flat roads, just wheel it the fuck there. Just fucking scamming for money, So that night, I was camped out at this abandoned restaurant up in Chicopee, Massachusetts. It was right after I saw the bear. The bear came up to my camp, and she was getting ready to hitchhike out. And I changed the profile picture to an old lady, and I changed the name to like, Grandma something, Grammy something or other. I forget what exactly I put it as. And I went in there live, and I just laid it on so thick. You know, I knew they hated religious people, but they're trying to kind of package their stuff as like, you know, kind of like accepting of religion, so that way people that are religious would pay them. And so I went in there. I was like, "Oh, thank the Lord! Someone helped this poor defenseless woman get the help they need. Whoever gave them the money they needed that they couldn't get themselves is an angel." You know, you say like, yeah, they seem immediately get pissed off. They're trying to play it off. They're like, yeah, you know, I did a lot of that too. You know, I was the one alive doing that. Oh, bless the Lord for helping this woman stuck in the middle of nowhere, couldn't get the help she needed. Just laying it on, you know. And then they get all pissed off. They're like, look, this has nothing to do with God. People helped me, and I didn't even need it. I could have did this, and that. Just watching them unsay everything they were saying to get money out of people. You know, watching them unscam the scam because their pride was too hot and heavy to like not take credit for what happened. Like, no, I scammed the internet, not Jesus. You know? And then I took a screen recording. I mean, a screenshot of every comment I left, and I made a video saying I did it. You know? Just owning up to it straight up. Yeah, so I went and did this thing because I'm an asshole. It was great. I had a blast. I'm still laughing about it. Look at me. You know? But that's the thing. Like, I never said I was a mature human being. You know? If you ever came in here expecting you're going to find a mature individual that's not petty and petulant, you are sorely mistaken. You know? I look at the type like 50 Cent's fucking beef with Diddy, Kendrick Lamar's beef with Drake. You know, I look at those situations and I'm like, I need to be more. I'm not petty enough. You know, I'm not petty enough. It is unfortunate that like, when someone like goes out, okay, this is what I do. Like, okay, I don't like what this creator's doing, or they're giving me grief. Their problems are landing on my lap. So let's go head to head. We're gonna start talking shit. All I do is say they do these things that they do, and they openly admit to doing. Or there's like screen recording evidence of them doing these things. This person does these things. You know, like doxing or weaponizing their community, like this horrible shit that social media creators shouldn't do. So in turn, to prove me wrong, they'll do all the things I accuse them of to me. I was like, okay, I won before we started here. Fantastic. You know, that's all I do. That's all I do. Hey, this person's doing all this shit on the internet. You know? Oh, but I better dox anywhere man's phone number. It wasn't my phone number. Nice try. It belonged to a New York adult entertainer. At a Nevada number. You could just Google it. You know, but shit like that. You know, I've seen it time and time again. I've done it time and time again. So in turn, it just destroys their platform. Every fucking time. Every time. Call me the account killer. So that I got no one to play with. You know what I mean? I'm not fucking around with someone that got fucking negative 300 followers in a year. You got 36,000. Well, I've grown that much in the last year. You know what I mean? Like, what's that doing? That's just promoting a small creator that's a shithead. You know? I love talking shit. I got that cynical Bostonian fucking culture built into me. I love talking shit. I look forward to it. That's the toxic part. I look forward to talking shit. I'm just looking for a reason. You know? But like, I'm just sitting alone in a playpen, and it's like the only way you can get in there is if you, I don't know, try. You have a following, you know, you put some effort in once in your life or something, you know. But no, it's just me playing in the sandbox, all alone. No one to make fun of in the sandbox. Sad days. If you feel bad for me because I got no one to talk shit to in this current moment and stage in life, this chapter of life, I have no one to talk shit to on the internet. Donation links are in the bio. You know, donation links in the bio. Maybe I can pay for some promotions for these people, get their accounts built up so they can actually be like a proper rival. You know, because it's been so lackluster. We're always going to think it's you. Well, that's the thing too. Like any creator I've gone toe to toe with or head to head with, all of a sudden every troll in their comment section, they're like, "There he is! It's Troy." I'll be actively live. You know? It's him. He's on his other phone saying mean things in my comment section. I don't know. It's also weird. Daniel Lee Prescott, what's up, homie? It's just us. We're all in the sandbox. It's like, oh, I wish someone worthwhile would talk shit. Anybody? Oh, it's the same person. Oh, boring. It's like an old toy, you know. It's like, oh yeah, I grew out of that one. You know, hey, you know, why do you play with your Legos? Ah, Legos are so last year. I was scrolling. Thank you, Jen. Good to see you, homie. Oh, a little big before the next one comes. I don't know. You know what I mean? It's only really be worth my while. Just really hate a shit worth talking about. Well, actually having like viewership. That's the tough one for these cats to get a viewership. You know, it requires effort. You can get a pop. You can get fucking a crazy pop. You know, it's up to you to maintain it. You know, and it's not hard to grow your platform over the years. It takes a lot of time, a lot of effort. Hands down, there's gonna be times where you go live and fucking make videos every day, and you get a negative 100 followers in a month. You know, especially like sometimes TikTok's purges followers, like the bots and shit like that. You know, it's a huge dip. You know, so you kind of feel like Sisyphus, you're pushing that rock up a hill. But like if you get lucky on here and you get a huge pop, like right off the rip, and you got, you know, fucking over 100 people watching you live every single time you go live, it's not hard to maintain that. It's not hard to maintain. To keep that number isn't hard. To grow your platform takes work. To keep your platform where it's at, you know, the level it's at, minimal effort. It's minimal effort. Post a video every 2 days. Talk about something. Show something. You know. But I think a lot of the travelers on here. When we all got hit hard when the ownership changed, it just came back like in the last month. Things kind of went back to normal in that regard. You know, for all the travelers that, you know, I know and associate with on here, seems like we all got hit when the ownership changed, and then TikTok went down for like a week for gifts and shit. And, you know, it was a little struggle bus moment. Then a lot of people quit. I was telling people like, yo, stay, keep doing it, because you know, a lot of people, travelers that quit and go to a different platform. If you stay here, you have all these displaced people when the views turn back on, you know, and you can grab them all up, you know. Hopefully, you know, one of those dips might be the last dip, and you never know. It is social media. But you go back a year and a half ago, you go back probably 9 months ago, just being a traveler got you views. Just being a traveler. It didn't matter how you traveled. If you traveled full time and you did it for a living, not just a part time, you did it for a living, you traveled and lived an alternative lifestyle, no matter what that lifestyle was, you got views. Those days are over. The shock value of like, wow, there's still train hoppers, wow, people live in their vans, wow, people hitchhike, wow, people camp on the ground, those days are over. That's old news. You gotta have a third talent. You gotta be a traveler, a social media person, personality, whatever, and a third hustle. You know, music, artwork, you know, videography, photography, like I do. You gotta have something that you're putting effort into learning, and so that way you can grow with your community. It's always been like that, but yeah, as of like the last 6-8 months, something like that, like just being a traveler, just existing as a person on the internet as a traveler doesn't do it for anybody anymore. Those days are over. Platform saturated. Oh yeah, it was like, go get a vehicle. There's 1,000 people on live sitting in the Walmart parking lot talking from the side of a van or in front of an SUV. Wow, you're such an inspiration. Yeah, I live in a small tin box. You know, I mean, it's kind of, I'm roughing it. Hold on, we turn the air conditioner on. It's getting too cold here. All right, guys, we're gonna have an outside live today. Oh, it's raining now. Let's get back in the vehicle. Turn that air conditioner back on. Yeah, you can say I'm roughing it out here. You know, this is the 15th Walmart parking lot I've fucking done live from in the last month. Yeah, you know, I say I'm an inspiration to people. I don't know how they overcome the hardships of having to walk from their car to the store, back to the car again. Oh my God, I don't know how they do it. You mean they gotta do that like every day or two? Wow, I couldn't imagine, you know, going from your vehicle to the store and back in the vehicle again. That's a tough one. The problems they face. Oh, how the fuck, man. And don't even get me fucking started. Don't worry, I'll start myself. Don't even get me started. Yeah, it was peaceful. It was hard to film, Donna, but it was peaceful. But don't even get me started. What's up, Train Man? On the homeless creators on here. The homeless creators on here. Now, there are people in need. 100%. There's 500,000 starving Americans in the country right now. Is anyone on TikTok in that fucking boat? No. You mean to tell me there's two motherfuckers that own land? They own fucking land, and they're still like, hey, we're homeless. Can you help us out? You are landowners. The people donating to them probably don't even own fucking land. What are you talking about? You know, or the ones that drive around the country. Hey, can you guys help me out with some basic necessities and everything I need daily? Don't want to be back tomorrow for more, but I have to be out here. I'm homeless. I have to be out here. You have to help me. I'm homeless. But then they spend more on gas than you spend on rent every fucking month. What do you mean? What do you mean? Instead of paying gas, you pay rent. You live in a vehicle anyway. You have built-in shelter. You know, kind of a gray, nuanced area there. Like, are you really homeless? You have something to live in. It's just not a house. But it's kind of like a house. You know, I don't know. That's up for debate. You know, depends who you talk to, I guess. But the idea of, like, can you help me? I'm homeless. I'm going to go drive around the country and spend $200 a week on gas and don't worry about insurance and maintenance on top of that. And then all my daily wants and necessities. And it's going to equal more than you all make donating to them. What the fuck is that? How's that even work? You know what I mean? How's that even work on people? I get it. We all want to have that feel-good feeling of helping someone in need. Trust me, I get scammed all the fucking time. But, like, the people that really cling on to those creators, like, they just need your help. Anybody want to help this homeless creator that spends anywhere from $800 to $1,000 in gasoline alone to drive around the country to go check out the next town's Walmart? Oh, don't worry. Today they camped out in the Cheesecake Factory parking lot. Hey, bitch, you ain't homeless. You're greedy. You got no personality. You got no personality, so you don't want us to watch you. So you got to fucking sit there and get the pity so people pay up. Like, goddamn. Yo, what up, Troy Kibbird? Yeah, I mean, there's people that are in hard times, or like the confirmation bias of what an unhoused person is, right? There's people that like camp out behind their work in their vehicle, or in a sleeping bag in a tent, and then go to work every day, and no one really even fucking knows, or like you as a consumer, a customer, or a guest would never knows that, you know. But I'm not applying that to everyone that lives in a fucking vehicle. You know, people are struggling in all walks of life, right? Without a doubt, a lot of people, right? Like a vast majority at this point, it seems, at least from what I'm seeing on this end, right? But the idea of being on social media and packaging yourself as someone in need. I'm in need. I am destitute. I can't function in today's society. I am homeless. I need your help every single day. And I have no money ever. But they spend more on gas than most people pay in fucking rent for a month. I was like, well, instead of getting gas, you can just pay rent. What the fuck's going on here? Yeah. Hey, help my favorite creator, my favorite homeless creator. They need your help. They only made $250 for gas last week. Sorry, they spent it all on seafood boils. That's a real thing, by the way. They spent it all on seafood boils and White Claw. Sorry, they don't have any more gas money. Hey, thank you for that giant donation for all my basic necessities and gas money. Don't worry, I'll be back on here tomorrow because it's never enough. Yeah. But I don't like to talk shit. What up, Kate? No, I'm not talking shit or anything. Right, Shelly, right. And that's the thing, like, you know, like, I like my green stuff. I like my beer. I like my tobacco. I couldn't imagine a world where I have to, like, either hide that or just straight up pretend it didn't exist. You know, like, in order to get money out of people. You know, it's like, oh, yeah, I got nothing, and you're chain smoking? It's like, well, you made a conscious decision here. You could have got food, or you could have got tobacco, and you chose tobacco, so that was your choice. You know? That's one thing I'm so glad I never fucking even entertained going down like that Rich the Hungry road for a moment. You know, I couldn't imagine, one, having to make a fake reality where I don't do these things that I enjoy. You know, no, I'm perfect and I don't have any vices. I'm just fucking broke all the time. Get him, Houdini, get him. What up, Jamie? What you wearing? I'm not talking shit. I bust my ass for a moment. Oh, fuck yeah, Shelly. Fuck yeah. You know, I wouldn't dare call this work. You know, nothing. Fuck yeah, dude. Airing them out. I enjoy it too much. You know, I wouldn't dare call this work, but a lot of work goes into it. carrying all this shit, fucking trying to stave off fucking hypothermia, fucking heat stroke, dehydration, whatever the fuck I'm dealing with that week. You know, a lot of physical exertion, a lot of time going to the platform, going live, behind the scenes shit, collabs, fucking, editing videos, going live, all that shit, right? A lot of time. If you broke it down hourly, it'd be abysmal. I don't look at it that way. I'd fucking drive myself nuts. You ever walk around for 8 hours in fucking middle of the night somewhere, in a bad neighborhood, just to get 3 usable photos? Yeah. That's what I always tell folks when we get into social media, no matter what kind of content you're making, you have to enjoy doing it. Like, if you don't like what you do, you're in for a long, hard, boring road. You have to like every aspect of what you're doing. If you don't, walk away from it. I don't know, man. That sounds like a lot of work. We're all Canadian here, Mr. G Jesus. Yeah, we're all Canadian here. We don't know anything about your American Prime Minister. Sorry. Yeah, I don't even know how you get in here. We're all Canadian here. We're all from like Nova Scotia, Toronto, some Vancouver cats in here. Yeah, I have a 0% following from the U.S. So I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, we don't know anything about the American Prime Minister at all. Yeah, what's his name? Obama? Is that who your Prime Minister is? Yeah. Well, yeah, you got rage baited, homie. Don't get rage baited. Stop smoking like that. That's a good idea. I should light another one. That one was almost done anyway. But thank you for the tip. What up, big dog? You're confused. Oh, whenever someone tries to like force politics into the chat or onto me, this time it was just in the chat, as people arguing in the chat. Just had to shut it down real quick. But whenever the politics come up in the chat or aimed at me, I'll talk about what I want to talk about when I want to talk about it. Usually I'm focusing on the social issues of the unhoused population in America. As I've seen it all around the U.S. and the best humane ways to deal with it. Those are the only social issues I really touch upon, or political issues at all. But whenever someone tries to force the chat or myself into a political conversation, I just say I'm Canadian, conveniently Canadian. Yeah, I don't know anything about your American Prime Minister, sorry, homie. And most of the time people don't fucking around. I got a Boston accent, but you should just shut that shit down, There's a million lies for people. And in G Jesus, I can't say the first part of your name, I'll get fucking suspended. But G Jesus, I see now that you said, like, someone else was mentioning politics stuff, so you're responding to that. No hard fucking feelings on my end, But, there's a million places for you guys to go argue about fucking politics right now. There's fucking 2,000 lives right now you can go in and argue about politics and shit. You know what I mean? I don't want to deal with it. I will say, I'm gonna say this with my full fucking chest. You don't need an opinion on everything, guys. It's okay to not have an opinion. I know everyone wants you to have an opinion, and hopefully it's just like theirs. It better be just like theirs. I don't have an opinion on like and it's just gonna piss some of you off. It might even piss all of you off. I listen to followers, that's fine. But I'm gonna say this with my full chest as well. I don't have an opinion on Israel. I don't have an opinion on Gaza at all, because I don't know shit about it. I don't know anything about it. I have no education in that. I've not looked into it at all. I know nothing about it. Again, so when it comes to social issues or anything political, I'm focusing on, one, I don't like the idea of the federal government coming in and imposing their will on communities that don't want them there. I think that's a gross precedent to set. And I made a video talking about that after I went to one of the protests in Sacramento. Or the unhoused issue here in America that I talk about frequently, trying to humanize and bring empathy to the situation. But I know nothing about that situation in the Middle East. I know nothing about it at all, and I don't have an opinion on it, and I don't see anything wrong with that. You can think there's something wrong with that. That's your opinion. That's fucking fine. But I don't have an opinion on it, and I'm not going to. If that makes you mad, hey, probably want to follow another creator that's going to talk about the things you want them to talk about and say exactly what you want them to say. I ain't that fucking guy. I don't have an opinion on it. And everyone in here, you don't need to have an opinion about everything. You don't. I know, like, everyone wants you to have the same exact talking points as everybody else, but you talk to someone far left, you talk to someone far right, they all sound exactly the same. Even the other opposite sides are always arguing the same shit, This year, like, everyone's celebrating George Floyd passed away. Fucking 4 years later, everyone's cheering on Charlie Kirk passed away. You just see the sides flip-flop and argue about the same fucking shit over and over again. Meanwhile, we're still not getting affordable housing, healthcare, or food in the U.S. The 3 main issues we all know exist. No one's talking about that, We're talking about fucking rich people's islands and this and that. There should be some accountability there. There needs to be justice with that situation. I will say that 100%. Why the fuck are we not just releasing the files to the public is fucking strange to me. Yeah, to all of us, I'm sure. But going back to the main point, you don't need an opinion on everything. I don't have an opinion on everything. I never will. I'm not going to sit here and pretend I'm well versed in every single subject ever brought up in front of me, because I'm not. I don't know what that is, Pizza Hound. How about I kiss you on the lips instead? Yeah, I don't have enough information to form an opinion, so I don't have one. Fucking same, Dini. You know? Bunch of used car salesmen we have in fucking office on both sides. It's all marketing. I want to look more into my outlook. I take a lot from Guy Debert, a French philosopher. He's talked about what the spectacle of marketing does to politics if taken too far, and I think what the U.S. is right now is a prime example of that. How's the weather today? Fucking hot. Could be worse. Could be slightly hotter, I guess. I don't know. It's oppressively hot, but I'm in the shade, so it's okay. I got a little bit of walking to do today. Not even that much. I'm gonna go hit the store. I'll probably get like a nice tall boy of Coca-Cola. I might grab some beer for later. I'll see how I feel when I'm in there. I didn't drink last night, so just liver damage today. Yeah, I'll grab some water. Nice cold can of Coca-Cola, put that on my neck to cool off. It's always good, like, I'll even soak my bandana in water and put that around my neck a little bit tighter. Or just take something cold, like from a store, and put that on the blood veins, whatever. What are they called? Not veins, what are they called? Your jugular and shit? What are those called? What are those called? It's not a vein. What's it called? Arteries, thank you. Thank you, Pizza Hound. I knew that, I was testing you. You passed, barely, but you passed. Yeah, you put them in your arteries, that's all the blood going to your brain. It'll cool you off a lot more. Like you'll lose that like fog from being in the heat for too long and shit. But yeah, anything wet or anything cold on the neck is always a fucking game changer. Just to clear the brain up. But yeah, then I gotta walk, I don't know, half a mile to go try to find camp, maybe a mile tops, and I'll just keep shade dogging if it's too bad. You know, I'm not in a hard spot like I was when I was waiting for the train. I'm not in a hard spot like I was when I was getting that way too close to heat stroke last week. You know. You know, Houdini, I feel like that's something you only do one time. You know what I mean? You got an artery fetish. Hell yeah, Pizza Hut. The poison ivy is not so bad. So poison ivy, not everyone has a reaction to it. All the like poison oak, sumac, and poison ivy, not everyone has a reaction to it. Like I'm pretty sure I don't have a reaction to poison ivy. I'm never gonna test it. But like I was in New Hampshire doing a trail out there. I went up to use the bathroom real quick. In the area where I dug my hole, and everything, the trees, everything around me, and I just walked through and I'm standing in, was all poison ivy. I just didn't clock it because I really had to go to the bathroom. So I was like, fuck. I was out there for like another week. I'm like, oh, this is gonna suck tomorrow. But I never got a reaction to it, you know? Me and my brother were playing in New Hampshire again, a place called Rumney. We're living up there, you know, and my parents were city folks. They had no business putting us on a mountain. They had no idea what they were doing. Don't play in the bear shit, kids. I don't want bear shit in the house. Like, don't have your kids playing back there. There's a bear back there. Oh yeah, that's a good point. But the mountain we went and played on one day, my brother came back with crazy poison ivy, like covered his whole body, and they got chicken pox like 3 weeks later or something like that. Poor bastard. But I was in the same area. I didn't get a reaction to it. So there's a chance, a decent chance, I don't have a reaction to poison ivy. Very easy to see poison ivy too. I can show it to you right here. Hold on. All right, poison ivy, if you have it in your area, it's going to look like this. You're going to have one big leaf. You're going to have two smaller leaves. I'm not a good drawer, sorry. And then you're going to have a red stem like that, right? And it's exactly what it's going to look like. 3 leaves. Leaves of 3 leaf and B. It's going to be one big leaf on the top and then 2 smaller ones on the sides. But there's a copycat plant that looks exactly like that. It looks exactly like poison ivy. The only difference is right where they all connect, right in the middle there, you'll see these white little hairs. Oh, the word is knee. The word is ghost. The word is knee. So yeah, there's white hairs all in the middle where they all connect. That's poison ivy. I forget the name of the copycat. Again, it looks exactly the same. There is no difference besides those little white hairs in the part where they all intersect. Where am I at? I'm not telling you, Luigi. It's a fucking secret. Fucking secret. I'm not telling you, Luigi. Son of a bitch. Just you. You know, everyone else can. I'll tell everyone else but you. You know, you bastard. Hope you're doing well. Luigi, every time you come in, I fucking point to the stick and fuck. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. The word is knee. The word is knee. I'm drawing poison ivy, so everyone knows what poison ivy looks like. You know, one big leaf, two small leaves, intersection in the middle, white hairs. It would be red on the stem. The stems are red. And then you have one big leaf on top, two small ones on the side, white hairs in the middle. Spent a lot of time in Cali. Yeah, I mean, I got jammed up for a while, and then I was doing a whole bunch of shit too. So it's been really proactive and then really slow going at the same time. So here I am. But I hopped the train yesterday. Pull up the Palm Desert. You gotta check my last Red Play Button video. Was in Palm Desert, or the one before that when I got into Palm Desert. Neck knee. Good old knee neck Houdini over here. 2 people guessed the word. Congratulations. Most viewers guessed one word. Seawater's good for it too, really. I guessed one word. Damn, we're getting thick out here. God damn. God damn. I'm feeling myself, sorry. What's up, AA Rowan? You're probably so sick of hearing that, I'm sorry. Been hearing that since that goddamn Key and Peele skit. Since the fucking, 2000s? Oh, that's why I'm overheating. The sun's on me on this side. Pick up the trash here. Don't litter and all that shit. Cooked, ate, cleaned all my shit up. Had a nice live with you guys. I think it's about time for me to go. Gonna get me pregnant. I hope it's twins. Oh. You too, homie. You too. I'm gonna come back later. We'll see. I gotta get out of the sun here. So I'm coming out here in just a minute. Pack my stuff up and go on. Get. Gotta plug this phone in right after. So I'm not let this go too far. Needs to be clean though. Wow, that's fucking filthy yesterday. Bucket with the phone. Appreciate you, Donna. Appreciate you guys for watching. Nice park. Yeah, it's not bad at all. Nice little spot to do some cooking, do some chilling. Not bad. Plus, I got a water fountain over here. I didn't realize I can go get some water when I'm done with the live. There's a store right over here. I'll take a quick sip over there. I started off, I was super dehydrated this morning. I chugged like fucking probably 3/4 of a gallon when I got off the train, like quick, like the whole thing. I was that dehydrated. And then I was drinking more throughout the night. But I woke up this morning still very dehydrated. You know, don't drink the fountain water, do. I don't give a fuck about fountain water. I drink that all day. Drank water out of a hose yesterday. It reminded me of the 90s. Such a cutie pie. You're a cutie pie. Hey, if you think I'm so cute, Crystal, I don't know, maybe give me a follow. No pressure, you know, but it would make me really sad if you didn't follow me. I'll probably cry later. No pressure, you don't have to follow me, Crystal, you don't have to follow me, you know. But if you did, maybe I wouldn't cry myself to sleep tonight. Yeah, maybe, you know, maybe if you gave me a follow, I wouldn't, you know, fucking be sad all night long. Hey, Crystal, thank you very much for the follow. What's up, Gregory? I tagged Sue. I was it as of like yesterday, I think. And then I tagged Sue in the live. This is what the bandana is for, collecting tears of the people that don't follow me. Oh, you're claiming it. Jay Nicole's, look at this profile picture here. Oh, fucking fierce. Usually I got kind of an issue with people not smiling in their pictures, but I can see this is like, you know, a personality, you know? It's not like, you know, people fucking get older and they do the profile pictures like this. You know, it's not like that. It's like a fierce fucking like, I'm not here to take your shit. You know, a fucking raised eyebrow with the sunglasses. Black and white's a perfect setup. And I like how it's not centered. Not only is your head tilted to the side, but also it's off to the side, which makes it more appealing to the eye. So 10 out of 10 profile picture with your profile back. Jade Nicole, you are officially a cutie pie. I'm smiling at my profile picture. Let's take a look here. What is that? Oh, it's the Wilson thing. 10 out of 10. You're a cutie pie, Houdini. What up, Lisa? Junior Fan Club for 2 years, Diamond? Thank you. Thank you very much, Diamond. Good to see you again, homie. Oh, gosh, I love it here. Yeah, what can I say? You know? If you don't smile in the pics, I'd wonder about the teeth. Good point. But I don't really care about teeth and shit, you know? Like, what was it, like 10 years ago? All the rich people got together in America, and they're like, you know what? From now on, teeth are optional. You don't need them. What? Yeah. You gotta pay extra now. Oh. I like having teeth. With a fucking sombrero. Is that what it is? It's a fucking sombrero? Okay, I see it now. You got the Heche in Mexico version of the Wilson soccer ball. Or volleyball. Is it volleyball? Oh. Yeah, I mean, she gave some good dome, Houdini, for sure. Having a bridezilla. Oh, so that's a candid shot. That was you actually like fucking irritated, to say the least, right? I mean, I'm sure it was more than irritated, but you know, you were dealing with your fucking young ones. You don't want to let them know how pissed off you get at them. You know, at one point I was looking at a pair of scissors, like I could end their life right now. You don't want to tell them you're contemplating murder, you know. I can see it in your face now. Curry powder and ketchup on a hot dog? That sounds really good, Max. I'm not gonna lie. What's up, homie? What are you using for? Eating? Talking? Feeling good about yourself? Confidence? Fuck out of here. No teeth for you. You're an American. So bright. Oh, that's the worst. Oh, that's a good photo, though. Yeah. That came out great. I look terrible in that kind of lighting. Most people do. Like I was in Lake Tacoma. It was noontime, and a photographer is taking shots of a bridal shower. The bride and the, you know, whatever. What's the groomsman equivalent? Probably his bridal shower. What do they call it? What do you call them? Man, I'm outside too much. I gotta like get back to with y'all in society here. There's the groomsmen. They're on the groom side, and then there's the brides on the bride side. What are the brides called? Calm down, Houdini. Calm down. The bride's entourage, the bride's posse, bridesmaids. Thank you, Jackie and Jilly and Liz. Yeah, bridesmaids. So it was the bride and the bridesmaids, and it's the middle of the day at noontime. It's the worst time to take a photo of a human being as a subject, or anything really, but a human being as a subject is the worst time. Is fucking middle of the day, because that light right above you, no matter which way you cut it, is going to be so sharp and harsh. It's just bad lighting. But on top of that, when you have a light above you like that, I got a hit for harassment and bullying. The light will catch your eyes coming down and give you shadows down here, so it looks like you got like big bags under your eyes and shit. You can put a supermodel on that lighting, and they're gonna look like a fucking Troy, you know. Oh, I gotta go to the bathroom, I think. Yeah, I gotta take a big old hell. That's what I call shit from now on. I gotta take a hell, but I'll do that after the live. I won't take you guys with me. But yeah, if you ever try to take photos of yourself in general, for any reason, last hour or first hour of the day is the best lighting for a human. For any subject at all, with the best lighting for a human is going to be the first hour after sunset or the last hour before sunrise. You'll look like a god. I was complimenting people too much. You know, Jane Nicole's the worst. You know, hell yeah, Max, hell yeah. I think I got stuck in town here for a while. The hotel I stayed at, I was talking, I was chatting to the owner, was getting breakfast. They had a coffee, and I got coffee, a banana, and a little Cinnabon thing, whatever the fuck they had in the package. Continental breakfast, right? But he was chatting, and he was apologizing to me. He's like, hey, sorry about, because he came at me hot and heavy last night. I get it. I'm not mad at him. It wasn't like the last one. Stole me in a positive, and nothing weird like that. It was, I don't know, there was some young woman at the motel, and I don't even think she was staying there. So my neighbor next to me, I went outside the puff. She came right out and she's like, "You the guy from TikTok? Hey, what's up? I'm Troy. Nice to meet you." So we're chatting for hours. She's telling me her story and how she ended up, kind of losing some. It's not my story to tell, but she's going through a hard time. So I sat there for hours just talking to her. And then this young woman walks over, and she's saying weird stuff. You can tell she's spinning that bubble. She got that monkey on her back. I'm being polite, as I always am. Oh yeah, then what happened? But it's like this is random nonsense coming from someone that's on the math. So she asked me and my neighbor, like, "Hey, can you watch my stuff for like 5 minutes?" And I'm like, "Yeah, in 25 minutes I go back in my room, just so you know." But in 5 minutes, whatever. But you got 20. She's like, "No, I'll be back in 5. I'll be back in 5 minutes." I'm like, "Yeah, no problem. In 25 minutes, go back in my room. I don't care if your stuff's out here or not. I'm not gonna sit here for 9 hours with your shit." You've seen me do that before if you watch The Last long enough. It's like, "So hey, can you watch this for 5, 10 minutes?" And I'm like, "Yeah, they're gonna be an hour." And then I'll give them like an hour and a half. And I'm like, "Okay, I'm leaving." But I always tell them up front, I'm giving you this much time. This much time you have, and then I'm leaving because I'm not gonna sit there all fucking day. So same thing. You get 25 minutes and I'm back in the room, right? Yeah, the bike up in Fresno. No, Stockton. I was Stockton with the bike, That was like an hour and a half, I think, right? I got kicked out of the store. I'm like, "Oh, I'm leaving anyway. Fuck this shit. I'm out of here." But, half an hour goes by. I'm still talking to my neighbor. And then she comes back. My neighbor goes in her room to talk to some older lady. They're getting some lotion for her or something, These people all know each other, right? And the young woman comes back and she's fucked up. Arms are flailing. She's clearly under the influence, all, substanced out. And she's getting more and more worked up. I'm trying to keep her calm. I'm trying to calm her down. She's getting more and more worked up. And just went full psychotic break. I don't really want to share too much of what was being said or anything like that. It feels wrong. That's someone's fucking kid. That's someone's fucking loved one. Just going through fucking a hard chapter in life. And hopefully it's just a chapter, not a lifetime, but they're having a rough night. So going through a psychotic break, they think that they're in jeopardy. They're like, I'm dying. And they're freaking the fuck out, right? So I called 911, and she ended up going to the hospital. So the fire department and the ambulance shows up. The owner comes over to me, because I was the one who called, and was like, "We don't want these things here. I don't know what you think you're doing." And I'm like, "This has nothing to do with me, man, to be honest with you." Like, I'm sitting in front of my room. You got people coming over and talking to me for hours. You got random people walking up saying that they're unaliving and they need to get a fucking ambulance. You know what I mean? Like, I got a motel to be left alone and chill out, and I'm not getting that here. You know what I mean? That's fine, but like, don't give me a hard time over the shit going on in your fucking motel, right? He goes, "She's not with you?" And I'm like, "No, man, I checked it. I didn't check in with him. I checked in with the guy that was working before him." I was like, "No, I'm here alone, man. I'm just out here to puff. I'm in this room right here. I'm just out here to puff, and all this is kind of going on." He's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought you two were together." I was like, "Okay, cool. We're fine." He came at me all hot and heavy. Understandable. It was fucking, I think it was like 11 o'clock, 11:30, and those, sirens are lighting everything up in the whole motel. Looks like he just bought it too, so he's trying to like make it look nice, and that happens. No harm, no foul. He's misunderstood, and I get that. So then, because her shit's all over the place, all up and down the motel now, like everything out of her bags is everywhere, right? And I will say, I gave her a Pepsi. I went and got a Pepsi, and then, she asked for something to drink. I'm like, "I got water, I got Pepsi." Like, "I'll take the Pepsi if it's cold." I'm like, "Yeah, I just got it," and I gave it to her, and that was it. I woke up this morning, at some point she brought the Pepsi back and put it in front of my door. I'm like, "That was sweet. I'm not going to drink that." You could have kept it. I thought that was really sweet. The person go through a psychotic break, went to the hospital, got out, came all the way back to my room to drop the Pepsi off. Like, how fucking, I don't know, I found that really sweet, given this chaotic situation going on. So in the morning, I went and got coffee, and I'm getting my banana and shit. And the coffee's still brewing. He's like, "Oh, let's give that a few more minutes." I'm like, "Hey, fresh coffee, man. I'm all about it. Yeah, I'm not in a rush." And I'm waiting for that to finish up a couple minutes. And we start chatting. He apologizes for last night. I'm like, "No big deal." Like, she was sitting right by my door or whatever. I get it. So we were chatting. He's like, "Hey, what do you do? Like, how long are you in town for? Are you staying again?" I'm like, "No, I'm leaving today. I gotta go try to get up north to Dunsmuir." And he's like, "Oh, like for work?" I'm like, "Yeah, kind of. I do social media. I tell him what I do. I travel the country, I take photos and all that." And he's like, "Oh, you take photos of here?" And I was like, "Oh, we could probably negotiate something." I was like, "If I get an extra night out of here, I gotta get a free night. I'll do that." And he's like, "Yeah, Monday." I'm like, "Oh, I'm not gonna be in town on Monday." And because he wants like to clean the place, everything look really nice. Find one room and like clean it to the nines, and then take photos of that, make it look really nice, and then fix the garden up and fix the pool up. Everything looked really nice. It was a nice motel, especially for one of the cheapest ones in town here. It was a nice motel. It was a Days Inn I stayed at. It was a really nice motel, especially for the price you're paying. But I told him, like, hey, like, if I'm still here, if I come back, if I'm here on Monday, for whatever reason, if I'm still here on Monday, I'll come down. We'll work something out. So he told me exactly what we wanted for shots and all that. Hey, I'm still here Monday. I can make $1. I get a couple of free nights from a motel, and then if I get up north, I get up north. It's a win-win now. I'm at a park. Right now. I'm camping out tonight. Storms in Des Moines. Oh, sorry to hear that, Terry. Damn. So much. Yeah, I'm really desensitized to a lot of that stuff. Just like doing this for so long, and growing up in that kind of environment, I am desensitized to it. Like when everything's going on, I was just like, I don't want to deal with any of this. Hurry this up. Like this is not my problem. I don't want it to be my problem. Let's fucking move this along. So there is that kind of like desensitized vibe to it. But no matter what, I'm never gonna lose sight of the fact that like it's sad. You know what I mean? Like that person I'm inconvenienced and I'm aggravated for the night. Or for while the situation's going on. But that person got to live with that, live like that every fucking day until like hopefully get help. And most don't. 80% average. Granted, this is like 15 years ago when I was looking at this information, so take this with a grain of salt. But 15 years ago when I looked this up, it was 15 to 16 years ago. 80% of people that even go get help usually end up back on it anyway. It's very low turnover. Ghost Flowers, what's up, homie? Where you from? I'm from Boston. Unless someone's trying to be political, that I'm from Canada. Yeah, I don't want to do it, Elizabeth, to be honest with you. I did it once in Sturbridge, Massachusetts last year, and I fucking hated it, The guy was really pushy about me taking photos of his motel. Like, let me do what I do. But if I'm still here, I can make a quick $1 and get a night or two in a motel for taking some photos. A fair trade, I can get that all done probably in 8 hours between me taking the photos and editing them up. I'll probably get done in 8 hours. I don't know, and do some revisions and shit like that. Yeah, 60% of the time, it works every time. Thanks, biker guy. Was there a biker guy behind me? Let me know if you see him again, Terry. What up, Huntress? How you living? I wouldn't even say I'm an artist. I'm a moron with the camera. Thank you, Elizabeth. Yeah. I always have that thought of like, maybe I'll set something up where I can do that after my break. Or like go to a beautiful spot of the country and I'm going to get photos of and video of anyway. And people are like, put my on the other side of my sign like $10 photos. And I can give them to them right then and there. I was looking at portable printers. I know Real Car Rosie Art uses one for artwork. I was thinking about portable printer to be able to print the photo out in real time too. I just do that around the country to supplement the income. Because like some weeks are fucking slow here, guys. You know what I mean? Like some weeks I'm banging out like $90 for the whole week. Like $150 for the whole week. And I'm like, ooh, tighten the belt up. Most weeks are fine. I'm banging out like $250, $350, and that's all I need to keep fucking moving. But there's sometimes more, sometimes less. But on those bad weeks, they usually like to double up. So it's like 2 weeks in a row, and I'm like, ooh, fuck, I got fucking nothing. And I'm trying to bother you guys with that shit. But let me smoke one. I gotta get the hell out of here. I really don't want to carry an instrument around again. I don't want to carry a whole another 15 pounds of guitar and stuff like that all over again. Plus having the hand free has made it so I can walk and record or walk and take photos at the same time. Instead of having to like put my stuff down, then walk and then come back and grab it and then go, The path of least resistance was always the best way to keep doing something, Like if you're trying to learn to play guitar or any instrument, have it set up. Say you got an electric guitar. Have that plugged in on a stand and set up right next to where you hang out. You got a favorite chair in your living room you watch TV on? Have it next to that chair. You got a computer you're always working on? Have it right next to the computer desk. Have it there, set up and ready to go. And you'll be surprised how much more you play it. Because that's the simple resistance of, I got to get it out of the case. I got to get the cable. I got to plug it in. Like, fuck, I'll do it later. Just having the quick, like, I want to play. And grabbing it, turn it on. Or having this acoustic, have it set up right next to it, just sitting there next to your favorite spot to chill in your apartment or house. You'd be surprised how more you play it, how more often you will play it. Same idea with the photography, or the videos. It's like, if I gotta, like, oh, that's pretty cool over there. Hold on, let me put my guitar and my bucket down. Let me walk over. Let me get that. Okay, let me walk back and grab that because that wasn't the way I was going. And I can just walk there, fucking have the bucket in my left hand, right hand's grabbing the camera, or grabbing my phone, whatever I'm recording with at the time. It makes me do it a lot more. Path of least resistance, B-Mac with the shares. Thank you, homie. Oh, he's got a kazoo. I think people pay me to stop. That's a great idea. Yeah, fail safe, supplement the income a little bit, taking photos of people, in spots all around the country. I'm usually chasing something beautiful anyway. Usually like 1 to 4 times a month. I'm specifically going somewhere just to see something beautiful, so just something I'm thinking about. I think a little portable printer wouldn't be that expensive. Or I can just do it digitally. I just set the computer up. I'll send it to you right here. You'll have it before you leave. Take the photo, put it on the computer, edit it, send it right out. As long as I get some kind of service, I can work just fine. If I don't have service, hey, I'll get it to you as soon as I get off this mountain here. Here's an example of all my work. I'll send it right to my Patreon. Oh, damn, Huntress. Yeah, that time of year. Oh, fuck. Well, how was last year for you guys? I know, like, the year I was there, it was dry. But how was last year? Fucking as bad? There you go, B-Mac. Now I have 8 guitars. Yeah, any hobby you get into gets expensive, right? Like, if you get a fillet knife, it's $2. If you get a fishing fillet knife made for fishing, it's now $10. Same knife, by the way. Different color handle. Surface is provided. I like that. All right, I'm going to finish puffing this. I'm going to go on and get out of here. I always like to say, like, once 0 to 1 times alive, but at the end of most lives. I would say, if you guys do enjoy this, what I'm doing out here, and you like the videos, you like the lives, you like the photos, you like the idea of what I'm doing, you want to support the platform, my work, myself, the channel, whatever you want to call it, all the financial links are in the bio. The gifts right down there in the bottom. But I do appreciate you guys watching. That was always my goal, is just to make something, just to make something that someone might enjoy, hopefully, and have tens of thousands of people every day watch my shit and enjoy it, and tell me how much they enjoy it. It's more than a reward within itself. 1 Miles Pool. Not sure where that is, Kyle. Is that in Chico? I'm at a park. In Chico here. I think I'm in the northern part of town now. I think I'm in the northern part of town. Hiya, Patty Cake. Glad I can inspire you for a nice, fucking healthy but delicious meal. Well, initially, I walked by a restaurant. Like, as soon as I left the motel, I walked by a restaurant, and it was $14 for steak, eggs, and hash browns. And I was like, that's cheap. But no, I'm going to a grocery store. So then I went to a co-op here in Chico. Apparently, their refrigerators, their electricity went down yesterday. So all their food in the refrigerator they can't sell. Or they have to go through it all. They're going through it to see if anything was still good, I guess. So, like, well, they just can't sell them. They're going through it. I'm not sure what they were doing with it. But either way, I couldn't buy any meat there. So, like, fuck. I look, I'm like a mile and 1.2 miles from a grocery store. I'm like, fuck, it's hot already. Fuck it, let's go. So I kept going. Then I walked by that same restaurant with the fucking steak, eggs, and fucking potatoes for $13.99. And I was like, oh, no, you know what? I'm going to spend $13.99 and just cook and get way more food. And I did. Steak. What was it? Steak, potato, onions, and then the bacon wrapped jalapenos. What's up, Cha-Cha Tiff? Still hopping trains? Nah, man, I don't like trains anymore. You ever meet a train hopper? They always got fucking hats on, fucking black shirts, bandanas around their neck and shit. Can't stand them. They're always fucking drinking beer, and smoking tobacco. Just ne'er-do-wells. Ne'er-do-wells. Speak of the devil. Yeah, I hopped on the train here yesterday. I'm going to be doing a lot of trains in the near future. Now, I don't know if I'm going to bag a train out of here. I'm going to go keep an eye. This is the first one I heard all day, really. But we'll go keep an eye on the tracks tonight. make sure I got enough. If something does pull up, I can just jump on. I'm only going like 100 miles from here. I think it's less than that. I think it's like 80 to get to Dunsmuir or something like that. It should probably be like a 4 or 5 hour ride out of here. But I was on that train all day yesterday, and once I got here, I was already out of tobacco and out of water, you know. I didn't get a chance to run to the store at the beginning of the day, because as soon as I woke up, the train was there. So me and my buddy fucking packed it up and went and did the thing. It was so fucking hot, and we were jumping up and down train strings, climbing up ladders and shit, and then getting on the train. It was a really high one. You had to climb all the way up with all my gear and throw that on and get on myself and shit. And I was sitting in the sun for fucking good 4 hours of the day. There's no shade at all. Good thing we're going north, so we still got some shade, you know, but it wasn't anything for the 3.5, 4 hour window. So I had no water left when I landed here in Chico. Then we hang out here. That train stayed here for 4 hours. Something went wrong on the tracks. Stayed here for 4 hours. So I'm like, dude, like my buddy still had a quarter of a gallon, but I'm not sipping his water, making him ration his shit. He had plenty to get where he was going to Dunsmuir, just north of here. And plus I had no tobacco. I was like, dude, let's get the fuck off here. But we're on that fucking thing all day. It didn't start moving. It's like 11:30. We got on about 7. And it started rolling about 11:30. Really picked up around 12:30. Got here. I think I jumped off around 4:35. What up, Phoenix? How you living, homie? I'm getting out of here in just a minute. It's not because you're here, Phoenix. I hear that train coming. Green screens. Yeah, I'm in a mansion right now, dude. I'll be better. Good to see you, homie. No, there should be no block keywords. Always clear those. If I ever do a block keyword, it's going to be very obvious. Like, when elections come up, I usually block the word Trump. Oh, yeah, thank you, Gregory. I usually block the word Trump. Not because, like, I hate all our politicians, right? I block it because some people, that's all they want to talk about. You know what I mean? No matter where the conversation is. You're seeing a pattern here of things I don't like to fucking deal with. Is like people that only have the one note, you know what I mean? They just have one dimension. They're not a three-dimensional person. It's just all they want to do is talk about one thing, no matter what that one thing is. I don't want to talk about it. You know, like honestly, Steph's about to be a block keyword on here. This fucking rate. Or if not even if I'm like going, like if I'm talking shit about a creator, I'm doing a back and forth with a creator. But if I notice that they're trying to like use that as a way to promote themselves, I'll block their name in the chat so they, you know, them and their community can't come in and promote them in the chat. You know? Yeah, one subject, homies. Facts. Oh, yeah, I like to talk about a variety of topics and conversations. I have no problem with that. But whenever someone's ideology, philosophy, politics, or favorite creators become their entire life, and they put themselves in that bubble, I have no interest in talking to those people anymore in any capacity. You know, especially when I'm trying to enjoy myself on a fucking live stream. No interest in that. Hard pass. But with all that, folks, I need to go get some water. Go get some stuff to munch on later. Probably some protein shake and some trail mix probably for later. And then go find camp. Stay nice and fucking cool down by Mexico. No, I'm in Northern California now. I'm almost in Oregon. But I think I'm like 200 miles away from Oregon, if that. But I was pretty close a couple times over the summer in Mexico. Let me go on and get out of here. I need to get some water, get something cold to drink, like Coca-Cola, can of Coke, put that on my neck, cool off a little bit. Hell yeah, Booger, good to see you as always. Elizabeth, always a pleasure. Yeah, no, it's beautiful up here. I can't wait to get a little bit more north though, so we're gonna open up, like, get some more mountains and rivers and shit. Here's beautiful though, for sure. And it's just nice to be out of the desert. There's some palm trees, but it's not everywhere. Every corner doesn't have a fucking palm tree, which palm trees are beautiful too, but after you see them for 3 months straight, it's like, I hate that palm tree. Can't get more photos of goddamn palm trees. What does that mean, Ginger? What are you calling me? Ginger, have a good one. Nice to meet you too, J. Nicole. Phoenix with the Anywhere Truers, thank you. Love and life, always a pleasure, never a chore. All right, let me go on and get out of here before I get distracted again. Dylan, thank you again for the papal yesterday. That's why I did the cooking live today. Ate way too much and loved every minute of it. But let me go on and get out of here before I get distracted again. You guys are awesome. Hunters, have a good one, homie.